Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to episode 15 of Gnomes, Tombs, and Catacombs. How are you guys doing today?
I'm amazing, Steve.
That was a
Excited.
rhetorical, like, how are you doing for the audience? And then Koibu was going to ask each of us how we're doing. Wow. Awkward.
You want to reset? Want to redo it?
No, go ahead. Since you already
doing, Mr.
started, why
Mouton?
don't you tell us how you're doing today?
Doing well. You know, edited a podcast. Found out my friend's going to PAX East, guys, so meet Steve there. It's a boys trip, too, so.
Wow.
Nice.
How are you, Koibu?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I got a new chair. I'm happy about it. My old chair
Nice.
sucked. So,
What is it? Do you know?
Herman Miller Aaron?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a great chair.
Oh,
That's what I
you
got.
went hard.
Yeah, there's like a, what do you call it? Like a office liquidating shop in the next town over. So I was able to grab a nice chair for a very reasonable price.
Yep.
How do you like it?
Quite pleased. Hey, I like to sit with at least one foot underneath me, or maybe cross-legged. And there's some hard plastic that's been digging into my heels, so I'm not sold on it yet.
Ooh.
I like the M-body more. As far as like Herman Millers go,
Mm.
I have
Haven't
one
had
at home. Pretty good.
I want to say that I spent
Speaking-
$1,500 on the Herman Miller M-Body. It's the chair that I use right now, and I just want to say that it is absolutely feels the same to me as a $150 chair. I don't feel the difference. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just missing it, but
Mm. Well, how you doing, Devin Nash?
I'm
Great
quite
Devin
well. My tag still says Malixia on your stream, Steven.
well, you better get Lily to Photoshop that shit up then.
Oh, do you want me to send you the new one, Steven?
Too late.
Yeah, can you send him that? I am doing well. I am doing lots of secret projects at Nerd Fusion, and we are working on some good stuff, which I'll announce soon. Also, I'm playing like way too much Path of Exile, and I've lost all control of my life, so that's happening as well.
I'm pretty sure I see a notification like every day of you going live at like 11 p.m. playing Path of Exile. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. It's something I'm working on for sure, but it's a work in progress. Stay up till like 4 and then get up and do it again. It's pretty crazy.
Are you doing a softcore character?
Always hardcore.
Oh, is it solo self or are you doing like market games and stuff?
Just HC trade, and I lost one character to lag a couple days ago, and now I'm rolling another one.
What level are you?
This character I started yesterday is level 74.
I really like the idea of hardcore, but man, dying in that game just feels really shit sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Even all like the
Yeah.
death clips I see of the really like good players, just it doesn't look satisfying when you die in that game.
It's not. It's not. And when you die from like a one shot or something or lag, it's like really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So other than that, I don't know. Weather's nice in Seattle, so I can't complain. I'm probably gonna come into LA soon at some point. Maybe I'll stop by and see you, Steven.
Okay.
You'll be the first guy in his apartment. Oh, actually, never mind. You won't be. Just kidding. Never mind. Let's
Can I get some snaps in the chat from
Snap
Mr.
on.
Mouton? Oh my
Never mind.
god.
I'll just continue on there.
How are you doing, LilyPichu?
I'm doing great, Steven. Thanks for asking.
What have you been up to this past week?
Playing League of Legends for the second Twitch Rivals coming up on March 27th.
What's your role in that?
Support.
Do you know who your AD carrier is yet?
It's a round robin style, so each of the 5 matches in that day, I am with a different AD carry every round.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who are some of the AD carriers that you're going to be playing with?
Well, there's Yvonne, there's Alexa, Rad Puppy, there's Tyler 1, and... Forgot the...
I'm going to be tuning into that stream.
Don't worry, all those duel games with you prep me for this game with Tyler 1, Steven.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm going to be tilted.
No, but Tyler 1 is.
Did you ever see the movie, was it called, is it Kick-Ass, the comic book movie?
Yeah.
Remember
Oh,
at the
yeah,
end
the-
when the little girl complains when she got shot and Nicolas Cage is like, I didn't actually shoot you with like the real bullets, they were like slower ones? That's going to be you with Tyler 1. Like, I didn't actually go as hard as I could have. I hope you're ready for it. Good luck.
Thanks, Steven.
And how are you doing, Steven? Last but not least.
I'm doing great. I just stream video games, watch my community tear itself apart because apparently everybody hates each other right now. And I just kind of sit here
What?
laughing at them all.
Why do they hate each other right now?
So I supposedly well, Trainwrecks has a couple of really big online conservative crazy people lined up for a debate. And me and Hassan were supposed to do it, but then Hassan hates Trainwrecks now, I guess, or they fight a lot. And then other people in my community, there's 2 other people that want to do online political stuff, like Irish Laddie, and then he hates Hassan now, I guess, and maybe me.
Legit hates or just like LSF drama hates?
Like, I think legit hates.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then there was a guy yesterday that came on to discuss philosophy, and he said that he didn't feel like Hassan or Irish Laddie knew enough philosophy to do politics, so they both came and they all hated each other. There's just a lot of people that are real mad right now, so it's really funny. I just kind of sit here and watch it all.
Would you ever try the GTA RPG thingy going on? I say
Possible to get on the servers.
I mean,
I really want to do it.
Me.
What kind of character would you play, Lily?
I would play a big. You know, it's a surprise.
Okay. I kind of already know what you're going to say because of big, but okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a very original meme, Lily. You kind of let
you let the cat out of the bag.
you let the Tyrone out of the bag there, one might say.
I started that in 2013, okay?
Steven, do you ever think that you're creating monsters with your, like, the community? Because, like people are, like, branching off, and, like, sometimes you get, like, a good meme, like Lucas, and then sometimes you get, like, these other memes, like the other people.
Well, I was here first, okay?
Yeah, it's true.
It's all good. It's not my shit. I'm not making Nazis, so. How about you, Koibu? How have you been?
Life is good. I can't complain. First day of spring is here. I'm excited.
Are you looking forward to having one less campaign to run when we wipe tonight?
It would be easier on me, but I have more stories that I want to tell. So if you guys wipe tonight, I'll be looking for a replacement campaign somewhere else.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Don't wipe us. We love you.
It is in the hands of the 2 living people, probably.
Wait, Lily's up, isn't she?
Nope.
No.
That's right.
She rolled a natural 20 and got up
Yeah,
to
she's
20.
rolled natural 20. She's at 1. Okay, cool.
Wait,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
you did.
you're
I see it in the
I
log.
need like a synopsis. Like, what happened? I forgot again.
Well, let's do our synopsis. You
Oh.
guys went to Fortune, right? Devin, did you have a better synopsis you wanted to do?
Sorry, no, you can do it. I have show notes and stuff if you want, but we can.
You do it. It's more fun that way.
Man, Devin's like the straight A student in class who takes all the notes and just really wants his character alive.
Yeah, very much. I love my favorite thing about D&D campaigns is save or die abilities. Those are really cool.
Yeah.
Also, hey, can I rule lawyer you for a second, Koibu?
You can always try.
Technically, that should have never hit me because a Banshee's cry is 30 feet away, and we were
measured. Didn't I measure?
No, you didn't. But I did afterwards in the and it was more than 30 feet.
Oh.
Yikes!
Oh my god!
Because she phased through the wall on the right side of the wall, and I was undercover on the far left of the main hallway room under a statue.
Would I have gotten hit too?
Uh-oh.
You're all hit. It doesn't matter.
This is where Koibu says, well, actually, I rolled a custom monster, and you don't know its secret stat, so.
That's what he should have made. Yeah. Yeah. So I didn't figure I was going to get away with it. Just letting you know that if I die today, it's on you. Okay. But here's the synopsis. So, let's see. Episode 14. That was on 3/13. Okay, so that was, these notes. Okay, so we went to a town called Copper Hill. And after escaping from Fortune, the cult the first time, and there was a pretty big argument between the party. And Gerald talked to lots of people about that argument. And then we had a 1.5 hour, it says in the notes, discussion about who should be leader of the party. Yeah. and that went nowhere, apparently. And then we learned that Count Vicious was away from his keep, conquering a place called Meadstead. He marched an army there. And so the party decided to split up in town, where Locke and Gerald went to talk to Joris, I'm sorry. Joris, who gave Gerald a magic cookbook on gastromancy, and also mentioned the wizard airship, which is like a floating fortress of magic that floats around that you can find and has all kinds of cool stuff on it. Meanwhile, Midori and Barbo went to go talk to a mercenary who told them there was a secret entrance to Fortune near the Razorbrook River, and were-rats had used that entrance to raid the mansion of Count Vicious and steal something, but they didn't say what. So the party met together again, and I think we decided on a rotating leadership thing at that point, but no one's really sure. And decided to go back into Fortune through the secret entrance to investigate the vicious manor, where there was a cliff that we had to scale to get into the keep. And then we came into a chapel where there was nothing in, stayed the night, and then opened a door to a treasury full of treasure and a lot of gargoyles that attacked the party and did lots of damage. Then a completely balanced and not overpowered at all enemy appeared and used an ability that took both Lily and Gerald to 0 HP. And now we are in the treasure room with Gerald and Lily, I think, out, but you said Lily's up now, so only I'm out, so I can play Path of Exile. And then we're going to see what Locke and Barbo and Lily are going to do next on this episode of Gnomes, Tomes, and Catacombs.
Do you know what this is, Devin?
Salt?
It's a salt shaker that I fill with all the salty tears from all the players who bitch about all of my nonsense, and it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always full.
You're going to need a bigger container if you keep using those bullshit abilities, okay?
My abilities are bullshit, but I'm going to do this other thing.
Eat well, my love,
Yeah,
less
get 'em.
than 3.
All right. So here we are in the castle. You've dragged Gerald behind the wall to give yourself a moment of breathing. The 2 gargoyles that were still in this room are perched up on the top, still as stone statues, not animated or anything. And you have a brief moment, or I don't know how much time you want to take, to look around at the amassed wealth about you. I'm going to give you the highlights of this treasure pile, and then you guys can decide what you want to do from there. You have somewhere on the order of probably a few million copper worth of gold and silver and gems lying around. There are also some very valuable, what we're going to call objects of art, which is any sort of thing that has, value besides the, like a decorative bowl could be an art object, or a gold and gem encrusted sword could be an art object, right? So you have a whole bunch of these objects of art. The most important and valuable ones are mounted on the walls. They're all in the form of weaponry, although you see like spots where there would be other weapons too. It looks like most of the weapon racks are empty, but what remains is a long sword with a silver blade and little gems encrusted in it all over the place, as well as 4 other silver longswords of significantly less quality, but still like outstanding and amazing and probably super expensive. There are 4 silver and gem encrusted and adorned and, elaborated halberds as well. And then there are some goblets and fine clothes and bits of jewelry and all that sort of stuff. There are a lot. It's difficult to explain the amount of silver and gold in here.
How about with a number?
Yeah.
We're talking like 6,000 pounds worth of precious metals. Is probably the best way to describe it.
Okay, do any of these halberds look like there's no labeling or anything that would give any indication as to what any of these weapons are, right?
No.
And
They don't have any labels or notes.
do any of these
They all look functional. So.
They're functional, so it's not like an adorned, like, ornate halberd. It's like a combat one, right?
It's a combat one, but it's also ornate and gem encrusted with a silver axe head on it, which would be effective against certain monsters.
Gotcha.
Well, maybe we shouldn't touch anything before the gnome wakes up, because we don't know if anything's been trapped.
That's really wise of you, Captain Barbo. I wouldn't expect that level of wisdom from you. Okay, hold on. One more question for Koibu. Okay. Is silver, does that have the same properties as like any other metal? So, for instance...
Oh, you mean like +1 to hit and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
No. It's treated as like a regular copper alloy-based blade.
Gotcha, okay. Okay. Okay, well, here we are. We're in this room. Midori, how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
There are a few more things I forgot. I didn't look down far enough on the treasure table.
Okay.
There's a set of 3 daggers that are all like tucked together in the same little holder that are especially valuable looking. And then there is a separate dagger that's on a rack in a sheath that looks fairly plain. There's also a wand that is dangling from a little like a strap on a wall, and Mr. Mouton, you will notice that there is what looks to be a vial of poison as well in it's like a long rack where you could have multiple vials. Most of them are missing or empty, or they're just never put anything in there, but one of them has a vial of poison in it.
Yeah, maybe it's a healing potion. Maybe we can pour it in the gnome's mouth.
While he's sleeping. Okay, so here we are. Do we have any way to heal our wounds or anything right now? We have a big problem with Gerald being knocked unconscious. We're assuming he's still unconscious, right?
Mm-hmm. He will wake up in 1d4 hours.
Do we need to roll for that, Koibu?
I will roll for it in secret, and then I'll let you know when he wakes up.
Is there any way to stabilize a character in 5e that's like...
Well, you're stabilized, you're just knocked out.
Like any way to
To revive you, I think we need to bring your HP to 1 somehow, but I don't think we have any... Oh, actually, wait, do I have good berries still from...
No.
Okay. Midori,
Are
you
there
have...
medicine checks? Like anything? Like
I don't think so.
Healing
Yeah.
kits? Nothing?
I think you need natural or magical healing.
All the other stuff is to bring a person out of like the death rolls, like rolling to die. But otherwise, in order to bring someone from stable to like standing, you need to raise their HP to 1, I think.
Let us not worry about the gnome, Locke. Look at all this great treasure for me.
Didn't you just say that we weren't supposed to grab the treasure, Captain Barbo? You seem particularly schizophrenic today.
I saw these daggers over here.
Maybe we should leave everything alone. I think what we need to do right now is we need to rest. So the most important thing is making sure that Gerald gets up so we can create another hut to sleep in.
Very astute, Locke. I'm glad that you agreed with me. I was just testing you.
Well, I'm glad that I could pass whatever arbitrary threshold you set for the crazy test.
Did you see that, Midori? I told you he'd pass.
None of you have the ability to detect banshees or any more of these creatures that could be coming for us?
Wait. I took a level in cleric.
Do you have any healing spells?
I only put Shield of Faith on.
So it doesn't sound like you have any healing spells.
Like it. Wait. I have light, too.
What does light mean?
Nice.
If we need that.
He can create light where there is none.
Oh, fascinating. Midori, you have no way to heal our little gnomish friend, correct?
I have no healing spells. I'm not allowed.
Not allowed.
Would Midori's false life bring him up or no?
Is that temporary HP?
Yeah.
It's temporary HP, and I swapped it out this session.
Oh my god.
because I could make a pretty good argument why that would bring it up, but I guess not. Yeah.
Well, maybe we should drag the little gnome away and leave.
Leave?
Do you think we could retreat right back outside where we were before?
What time would it be right now? I don't remember, like...
Yeah, about how much time has
It's
passed?
early.
Early? Still early?
You've been in the castle for maybe 15 minutes
Okay.
at most.
Earlier, when we entered this castle, Mr. Mouton rolled in order to very skillfully and very stealthily remove and replace a window pane. Can we assume that it's easy to remove and replace that again, or will he have to make that same roll to do it?
No,
once,
you're
I
on
should
the
do it
inside. It's
twice.
going to be much easier to do it from this side than from the other.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to take. I think we're gonna have to take the gnome with us, and we're gonna have to leave.
Just toss him in my bag.
Well, yeah. I mean, you carried him in your bag before, right?
Potato.
Yeah. I mean, get the wand, I say in a dream. No, I'm kidding.
Now, Barbo, you have, I believe, 18 passive perception or something like that?
I do.
Right.
Uh-oh.
So that's one of the other things you notice in here, in addition to all the treasure, once your vision normalizes and you start paying attention to
Trying to bait me.
non-valuable objects, there is also a lever, sort of positioned off to the side near the door. It's right here on the map.
Yeah,
It's
alright.
it's right here, right next to the door.
Will you draw the lever?
I will definitely doodle a lever for you. It's going to be in purple, so you know that it's epic.
It's a bait!
They're avatharing, dude. What if
I
it
have
wakes
no
him up?
health.
What
One
I will
each
point out
key.
the lever, but I won't touch it.
Yeah.
What
Don't.
if it full heals the party?
Yeah,
That's
let's
true,
not.
good.
Okay. We should get him in our backpack and we should leave. Can we do
Yeah,
this?
I got him. Let's go.
Okay. We're gonna head down. I think we came down like a hall to get here and find that same window that Captain Barbo used before, so that we can.
Wait, you're not,
What? Yeah.
I can't say anything.
Good.
You're not
You
gonna
guys are okay. You're taking nothing from the room. You're just getting the fuck
For
out.
now, correct. Yeah.
For now,
Okay.
correct.
All right. You pick up the gnome. You guys limp your way down the hallway back to that same room, and fairly easily you can slip out the glass window pane, shuffle on through to the other side, replace the glass window pane.
Yeah.
And then, are we in the castle right now? Or are we like immediately outside the castle?
We're immediately outside.
You are outside the castle.
Okay, from being outside this castle, to kind of describe things, like a castle could be like right next to a town, or if we're up on that plateau, we could have like a reasonable assumption that nobody would really see us just being at the bottom of this castle next to it. Which is more likely there?
It would be unlikely for someone to see you. The cliff, the plateau, is large enough that you would have to get closer to the edge for anyone in the town to be able to see you up here. Only someone on the plateau or higher might spot you. If there are watchmen walking on the walls, it's guess theoretically possible that they could see you.
Sure.
Looking
But-
around,
although we
are
haven't
there-
seen any of that yet, right?
Because you've been inside the castle the whole day.
We haven't heard their
Yeah, you
footsteps
climbed
while we
up
were
at night.
inside, right? With Mr. Mouton's 18 passive perception?
Earlier, did we see any people walking the walls when we were coming in?
I
You
don't
came
know,
Oh,
in
we
at night,
didn't.
So you wouldn't have seen anyone.
So we would. Wait, no, we came in early morning. I thought.
You came in at night and then stayed in here until early morning, disguised in your hut.
You're
so
correct.
that all the undead would be asleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, we
It's-
would have seen them at night because doesn't at least Midori have night vision?
Well, even
it's
then,
like
if they're
60
like-
foot.
If they're like stalking the walls, I feel like they'd have torches. See.
Well, maybe,
And
unless they can
you
see
did
at
not
night.
notice anyone with torches along the walls.
Got it.
I can tell you that for sure.
Can as I look around, do I see any like sewer grates up here or anything like that would take us like underground? I guess in like a.
I'm sure
No.
there's a basement somewhere or a dungeon.
I'm asking outside. Like, do I see anything in my immediate area?
Yes, there's a hatch.
Wait,
I will
we're
point out
directly
the hatch.
outside the castle and he sees a hatch?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
on the side of the castle, the north side of the castle.
I
Is
think
it
the
into
safest.
castle?
It's
Sorry.
right against the base of the castle.
Got it.
It's like a cellar.
I think the safest thing we can do right now is we should just wait here, curled next to the castle. We'll wait for Gerald to wake up, and then he can create a hut, and then we can regroup in there.
Curled up next to the castle. You don't want to go inside this cellar.
I don't know what's inside that
No.
cellar,
I agree.
so I think we should just wait here.
I
Okay.
agree.
Right.
It's safe.
Maybe 15 minutes later, Captain Barbo, you spot a solitary guard walking down the wall. Actually, I'm sorry, it's on this side. Walking down the wall. You have great perception, so you spot him well before he spots you. Additionally, he's on the wall, silhouetted against the background, while you've got this castle and there's a lot more
Yeah.
detail by you. So he's gonna have a harder time spotting you, but he might eventually. It's possible.
So there's like a little. You said like there's a cellar, right? We could probably hide behind the cellar, not in it, but like behind it, so he couldn't like as easily.
no,
see us
it's like
in it.
a cellar.
Oh, it's like a.
The doors
okay.
are on the ground. Yeah,
Got
it's
it.
like a hatch. You would have to.
I will point him out to the party. Do I think that there's any like? Is there any trees like blocking the line of sight up here, or?
No, there are a couple of old dead withered trees lying about that you
Point
might be
me,
able to
see if we can
scurry
get
to one of
behind.
them. Mhm.
Yeah.
But he'll be moving a lot. If he's a proper guard, he'll be patrolling the whole wall. So eventually, he'll get a new angle on you, and
Yeah.
it'll be like a constant skirting motion to avoid the guards.
Yeah. I mean, I'll point that out to the party now.
But there's a guard
What do you
approaching.
think? There's a guard. Yeah, he's gonna be walking around.
We have no choice. We have to go into the cellar then.
Okay.
Um,
Can I check the cellar for traps real quick?
Yeah. Give me a perception check as you take a look at it. Looks trap free.
Looks trap.
okay. Can we throw open the cellar doors? Well,
Sure, they're
quietly.
not even locked.
Okay.
Slowly
You
open.
toss them open. It's a dirt staircase that heads down maybe 7 feet or so into an otherwise abandoned and empty cellar. There's not even any shelving in here. It looks like this is a completely unused space.
Okay. Is
Can
there
we just hang out on the stairs?
is there any reasonable way that Barbo, do you feel like you could keep yourself covered if you went up above the cellar to make sure that nobody comes and locks us in or disrupts us otherwise?
I think I could.
Do you think you could? You feel like you could remain
Yeah,
stealth,
I
or if
feel
somebody
like I
catches
could-
you, you could escape and return to us?
Definitely. I feel like since there's trees and stuff, I should have advantage on stealth checks, and I'll leave
I
my
will give you
backpack in there.
a single stealth check at advantage,
Cool.
and that will be your stealth check against which we will roll other people's perception checks.
Got it. Yeah, I think I can.
Okay.
All
Do you
right.
want to? You can stay above the cellar, and if anybody is coming or if things look like they're going to get bad, knock to
I'll
let us
alert.
know.
Yeah.
Give us 1 knock if you think that we should come out. Give us 2 knocks if you think we should stay in and you're leaving.
Okay.
Okay. And then yeah, we'll
Yep.
remain in here until Gerald wakes up.
Okay. I
Give me
will
that
leave my
stealth
backpack
check.
in there.
Beautiful. All right. You scurry about on top, making sure that nobody comes and locks the cellar door, and nobody does. 3 hours later, Gerald wakes up.
Yay.
Wait, what? What
Gerald.
happened? I think I was knocked out by something overpowered. What happened?
Gerald, we need you to make a
Yes,
hut. We
yes.
need to rest for the night.
Wait, where are we?
We are in the
We're in the
cellar of the
cellar.
castle that we came in before, and we were ambushed by a banshee. We need a cellar, or we need a hut now so that we can rest and regroup, and then we'll head back up to the
Okay.
room.
Hut. Okay, I'm on it. Here we go. And I start casting ritual for a hut.
Guessing Buck comes and grabs me.
I mean, after some number of hours, you should know to come and check on Gerald
Yeah.
to see if he's awake, at least. Yeah.
Check.
So I cast a ritual tiny hut within the cellar.
Okay. You have a tiny hut. You guys can all crawl inside
Yeah.
and hang out.
Okay, cool. Man,
How
I don't.
long are you gonna stay in here?
I would
The
like
whole
to.
night?
Yeah.
A whole week or
What?
Wait, what did you say?
Oh,
I thought he said week. I
No,
was
night. He said
confused.
night.
And I'm still, my health isn't 1. if you
Your
know.
health is currently still 1.
Yep.
Do you all feel comfortable hanging out here now that,
Best we got, dude.
there's signs that you've been here, that there's like dead, ruined stone gargoyles scattering all over the main corridor, and the entrance to the treasury has been opened. Do you feel like you can reasonably rest here for another 24 hours?
I feel like you're warning us.
I feel like he's trying
I
to
just want
fuck.
to know what you're feeling.
I think we should rest here. I think that's our best bet. Getting our 2 party members back to full HP.
We can't
Well-
get the full over 1 night, right?
What? Yeah, after 8 hours is enough.
there's a possibility that what we could do is we could have Barbo scout or even go into the treasury and get some items and then come back.
I don't think
mean,
it's a
if
good
he's-
idea to send anybody into that treasury to take anything. It could be trapped. Unfortunately, since you were out, we couldn't have you check for magical traps or anything, so we don't really know.
I did detect magic in that room and came up with nothing.
You never got it off.
What if there's some
Is
kind of
that true,
mechanical?
Koibu?
Yeah, you
I-
were in the
I-
middle of channeling it when the gargoyles attacked.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
There could be
Ah.
mechanical traps as well that we don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
Did steal lever.
So we just leave it? I mean, we can never go back to it?
I mean, we can. Go back in the morning.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
But by then, like, we can pretty much assume that we've alerted people, right? So, like, maybe we should go... If we have to go back to the sewer, we have to climb down the cliff to get there, right?
I don't know how big of a deal it'll be if we alerted people, because I mean that one guard from town said that people have been in here before raiding, so I mean it's happened before. It's not like it's going to be unheard of to these people, and it's not like we stole anything of value from the treasury. So,
That's true. Yeah, the door was just open.
do we know what? What?
They'll probably forgive you for breaking and entering because you didn't steal anything.
Do we
It's
know what
fine.
banshees do with bodies? Gerald,
Yeah. What?
what happens to a person that's killed by a banshee?
Can I roll a check so that I don't metagame that answer? what check do you want?
Sure. You can metagame whatever you want. It's fine because my banshees won't fall in line with yours. So your best guess is pretty good.
Well, I mean, with Gerald, you tell me what I know. Can I run like an Arcana check?
I think you should just tell me what you think. Go
I
ahead.
don't know. It's your campaign. That's why I want to check it.
Oh, I see. Okay. I thought you said you didn't want to metagame. I was going to say metagame away because it won't be 100% accurate.
Mm-hmm. So, but that's why I'm. Can I run a check? Like
You
Arcana
go
check?
ahead, make your check. Yes.
Okay.
Whatever you want. There you
Okay.
go.
Basically, what I'm asking you, Gerald, is do you think there's a chance that they would assume that anybody that tried to break in was killed by a banshee or gargoyles and their bodies were disposed of or eaten? I don't know if banshees consume corpses. I've never encountered a banshee before.
What if there are more of those here?
Could be.
Koibu, what did my check say?
No, banshees are incorporeal creatures that are mostly ethereal based. They have very little physical interaction with the prime material plane.
Yeah, I think only like ghoul things, like the things that are like the creepy ones with the big claws. Those ones, those guys eat corpses sometimes, but there'd be a lot of blood.
Okay, I'm gonna make a decision. Okay, an executive decision.
Sure, he's still the leader, Locke.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
because
is.
I am for this one outing, and then we're rotating next time.
Alright.
Okay, we're gonna go back up, and we're going to investigate the treasure room. Because I think
Oh,
if we stay here, I think that we will lose access to anything in that room forever. I don't think we'll be
Fucking
able to
go,
go back.
boys.
Do anyone disagree?
I think that's right, but then how do we get out?
We'll
go back
cross
to
that bridge
cellar?
when we come to it, I guess. We can... oh yeah, the cellar that we came in through the city? Yeah.
No, this cellar. The cellar we're in right now with the house.
Wait, what about
It has
this?
no exit. The
Yeah.
only way in and out of the cellar that you've been able to see so far is the trap
Maybe the
door.
lever will open the cellar.
Okay, yeah, let's do it then. We're gonna go right... Okay, we're gonna go right back up the way that we just came out, now that Gerald is up.
Wait, like now?
Right now, yeah. We have to do it before people are alerted or figured out something is going on.
Let's go, Midori.
Sweet.
I actually
Gerald, put
agree.
yourself at 1 HP if you haven't already.
Yes, sir.
What are you drawing?
I would like to use my, out of combat, I would like to use my second
My
wind right now.
Knock yourself out.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, I'm at full HP.
All right.
I cast wish and then wish for full HP.
What a waste of a wish.
Yeah, it is. No, full HP forever. Never not full HP.
Am I feeling inspired at all?
Why would he feel inspired?
I haven't had a one from my god in a while. Just wondering.
Interesting idea. I'll think about it. Not yet. Well, there's some. You should definitely get some sort of inspiration bonus from your god, since she's the goddess of inspiration, right?
Yeah, she's
It
my
only makes
friend.
sense. All right, you make your way back into the castle. Let me roll some meaningless dice. I assure you, I'm just rolling for the effects of the sound.
Oh, I like that sound.
Okay,
A
cool.
lot of dice rolls.
It's a good sound.
You make your way back into the same window.
Wait, how much
taking
time
all-
is
can I-
how much time has passed before Gerald woke up?
3 hours have passed.
3
Did
hours
you-
plus, gotcha.
Make my new class.
Nope, totally forgot.
It's alright. Do your homework.
All right.
Oh, do your homework.
A rock
Whoa.
falls
When
on
he's
Lucas
right,
and
he's
he
right.
dies.
What are you gonna do?
Well, we're gonna kill him, and you don't have to worry about it, I guess.
Don't have to make a class for a dead guy.
You make your way back into that same throne room with all of the silk cushions and sheer fabrics dangling all over the place. The rocks from the gargoyles are still scattered across it. Looks like no one has been here since you left. The door is just as you found it. The treasury is on full display of all of its wealth.
Okay, I think that we should only send one person into the room at the time to minimize losses if something catastrophic happens.
Not me.
Gnome, can you cast the detect magic
I start the ritual.
at a first level?
All
I
right,
start the
give me
ritual.
10 minutes.
Wait, you really? We need to move that quick? It's been 3 hours.
Wait, we need
It's a
what?
10-minute ritual, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm asking the party.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, we can wait.
Detect magic ritual.
Can can we place ourselves like how many entrances are there to this room? 2 or 3, or just one?
There are 4 entrances.
So like northeast, southwest, east leads into the treasure room, and then
This right here is a doorway.
Mhm.
This over here is a doorway. This is a doorway, and down here is a doorway.
oh, what is like this? How do I draw?
This shit are columns, and this is like a.
Wait, do you see my
area
arrows
that-
right now?
I do.
What is this?
This is the raised dais upon which the throne sits.
Understood. Okay, gotcha.
And then where's the? Oh, this is the. Okay, got it.
Okay, could
This is
each
like
of
the
us like
throne.
sit? Are these doors closed, or are these just entryways into halls?
They are closed, except for the one that you've entered through, which is probably still open.
Okay, Midori and Locke, or I'm sorry, Midori and Barbo, can each of us sit near a door and listen very carefully to make sure we can know if we hear somebody coming down a hall?
Yeah,
Okay. So pick a door. I've got this one at the top.
I'll just cover these two since I have like the best perception.
Or I think there's a door beneath me and then a door to the right, correct?
There's 4 doors. This one.
Yeah, the one at
this
the bottom
one.
is what we came through. We'll assume that one is safe. I mean, it might not be, but...
Okay. Yeah, Midori, will you jump up to the other one? No,
This
top
one?
right, sorry.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, Gerald, you cast your spell. It goes off. The set of 3 daggers are all magical.
Okay.
The lone unadorned dagger is also magical. The wand is magical.
And that's it.
That's it.
Pull the lever.
Is there any magic in the room itself?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Gerald, what do you see?
I see no traps of magical nature. The 3 daggers and the 1 dagger over there on its own, plus the wand, are all magical of some great power. But remember, my spell doesn't allow for mechanical things. There could be something there that is not of arcane nature.
What do you think, Gerald? Do you think it's worth it to try to grab the wand and the daggers?
I think so, but I think Barbo should take a look and make sure there is nothing untoward mechanically about the room.
Okay, do you want to trade places with Captain Barbo? Barbo, you can investigate.
Yeah. Swap places.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Give me a full-fledged perception check, Captain Barbo. Minimum
Sure.
is 18.
Come on. Woo!
Well, you certainly don't see any traps anywhere. You do spot about 15 pounds worth of gems. There's about 1,000 pounds worth of gold, about 5,000 pounds worth of silver, 100 pounds of art objects, including those weapons we saw there. Yeah.
I'll report to the party that I don't see any immediate traps.
Okay, if you want to, grab the wand for Gerald and get the 4 daggers.
Yeah, you want me to grab it?
Yeah, I mean,
there's at this point it's the safest it can possibly be. I don't think there's any traps of any untoward nature. We've detected
Grab the
everything.
wand.
grab the wand out first and bring it to Gerald.
I did. I grabbed the wand and I'm gonna bring it to Gerald.
You have given Gerald the wand.
Grab
Can
the
I roll an
daggers.
Arcana check to take a look?
Why don't you do that when you're not in the middle? I mean, I guess you could give me an Arcana check, and I'll give you some time to figure it out, depending
Sure.
on how long your Arcana check is.
Thank you.
You're acid rolling.
You're looking
Yeah,
over this, and
It's amazing.
You're gonna need some more time to investigate it.
I grabbed the daggers.
Okay, grab the
Which
daggers.
set? Both sets?
Whoa. wait.
You said dagger.
There's a plain
right?
looking dagger, correct? And then
And
there's
then
3
there's a
of
set
them.
of 3. Yeah.
I'm grabbing the plain one.
All right, you grab the plain one. It's yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you pass me one of those silver halberds as well? I might be able to use it if we're fighting vampires.
Just get greedy. I'll grab the good silver halberd.
There are 4 of them.
Wasn't there like one that was way more?
That's a
badass?
silver longsword.
Oh, I'm gonna grab the longsword.
Wait, I don't need a longsword. I use halberds. It's what
Alright, I'll
I've...
grab the halberd.
Thank you.
Okay.
I want the one with the most blue on it. The most blue gems. Okay.
I get him the most red one.
No.
There's no blue in there.
Wait, is there Koibu?
Go check.
Give me an intelligence check to remember.
An intelligence check to remember if there are
Yeah.
blue?
Well, there's a lot of shit in there.
No,
against
I
my
walk over to
deception?
the door and I peek inside.
Yeah, there's
okay.
one that's covered in sapphires.
Okay, I want the one that's... Barbo, give me the halberd that's covered in sapphires.
Oh, this one. I'm colorblind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh. Okay. Okay, do I have that halberd? Can you add that
I
halberd
grabbed
to my
the-
sheet?
Yeah,
Koibu?
you can add a halberd. It weighs 1 pound more than your regular halberd because it's made out of silver and it has gems and other shit on it, so it's a little bit heavier.
Okay, cool.
I grabbed the 15 pounds of gems and throw it in my ship.
That'll take a while because they're scattered throughout.
Oh,
like,
you said they're scattered? I thought they were.
Wait,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
about
no, you don't have to dig through shit if you want to grab all the gems.
what about the other 3 daggers, Barbo?
I'm feeling not good about those, honestly. If you
We've
want to grab
already...
them, you
The
can.
room is as safe as it possibly can be. No one here has a keener eye than you do, Barbo, and you assured us there were no traps in that room. We've
I
seen that
grabbed the
Gerald is a...
daggers.
Okay. You grab the daggers. They're fine.
Okay, so we have 4 magical
Okay,
daggers.
I have a keen eye. Do I see something like an orb or anything like that?
You
Do
see,
I see like a do I,
Like a philosopher's stone.
do I
Koibu's
see a
fucking loving
philosopher's
this.
stone?
There is no philosopher's stone that you can see unless it's like one of these gargoyles or a regular rock lying somewhere. It certainly
So what are
wasn't
the odds
detected by
that
the
me
magic.
walking out I can pull the lever as I'm walking?
100%.
Wait. Or...
I mean, your arm would still be in by the time the lever hit the floor.
I'm quick,
but,
dude.
Yeah, you want to pull the lever?
Wait.
Okay.
I'm grabbing another halberd.
You have 2 halberds now.
I'm using the halberd as I'm outside the door to like pull the lever.
Wait, Barbo, what are you doing?
Ooh.
I already did it.
What?
You hook the halberd head around
Yeah.
the door and use it to
Push the lever.
Fantastic. The throne shifts.
Comes a dragon.
Inside,
Quietly.
and there is a staircase below.
Oh my god.
Staircase below, boys. I found it. And girls. Me and Locker the boys, and the gnome and the Midori the girls. By the way.
What does it look like inside the staircase?
Dark. Poorly lit.
Is there anything else of value in this room? None of the swords were magical, correct?
None of the swords are magical.
No.
Nope. But there's one very, very nice looking silver longsword that's, one of the most beautiful objects you've ever seen.
I've ever seen in my life.
How much does it weigh?
So
4 pounds.
I'll grab it.
Can you? Yeah, I can hold on to it. Is that okay?
I'll grab it and hold on to it. You already have the halberd.
Okay. Can you give me another halberd then?
Yeah. Okay. You want a dual wield?
Just give me another one.
Also another halberd.
Okay.
So I have dark vision. What is in the staircase?
Ooh. The staircase goes down about 20 feet
Mhm.
and then levels off and goes forward. And at that point, the roof of the staircase is blocking your view.
So it's like a corridor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we also want to grab that? I don't know how we know this, but grab the poison, I guess. The vial.
Yeah.
Barbo knows it's a poison. I don't know if
Yoink
the rest
that.
of you
It
figured
could be a
out.
healing potion, honestly. But
Wait, does Barbo know the poison and the effects of the poison? Can you tell by sniffing it
He
or
would-
this isn't
You
the
would need
poison that I
some-
used on.
the giant? What were you saying?
You
Connor?
would need some time to carefully inspect this. Probably.
Can I inspect the plane dagger?
Sure.
He said that was magical, correct?
Yeah, but you can't detect magic, Barbo. What are you looking at that for?
I'm sure I could feel it.
You can feel
You draw it
magic.
from its sheath and everything?
Huh?
You draw it from its sheath and everything?
I mean, I would, yeah.
Yeah, all right. You take it out of its sheath, and you don't notice too much, but everyone around you notices that you sort of like fade out of existence slightly. You're now 25% transparent.
Whoa.
25%.
Hell
transparent.
yeah. I'm out. I stopped looting shit. Boys, we've really fucking yoinked this motherfucker. We get out of here?
Well, yes, but this corridor here, I can only see about 20 feet. I don't know where it leads. Should we go this way?
Don't think we should with my life, gnome.
I mean, it was put there for a reason.
Wait, down beneath the throne. You're saying?
Yeah, right there. I looked in it, and there's a corridor.
Okay.
I mean-
hold on. Is there another
Wait,
lever?
I have an idea.
What?
I send the owl down the corridor.
Oh, lovely. The owl heads down the corridor
I'm near the
into
closest
a
door to Luke.
pentagonal room. I'm going to show you what it looks like. If you would all
Created a map
feast
and
your
everything.
eyes over here. It is a pentagonal room filled with dirt. Just mounds and mounds of dirt all over the place. There are 10 coffins, 2
Holy
on
shit.
each of the walls. And there is a section in the middle that looks like it would have a coffin, but it has been removed. And there's a large section of dirt missing from around it. At the very back end, at the apex of the pentagon, is a glass, like, shadow box case, if you know what I mean. by
What's in the
shadow box.
case?
I
Make your
think,
owl
what's
tap
the
on
range
it.
of your owl?
120 feet.
Oh yeah, your owl can float up right up to it. There is a brown, kind of like a reddish brown, crumbly rock suspended in midair in the case, not touching any side of the case whatsoever, just levitating in midair.
Does it look like a stone?
It looks like a rock. Is a
Like
rock
a
and a
s-
stone the same thing?
You ever
Is it
seen
like
Harry
a s-
Potter?
Is it like a stone like that someone like Aristotle or Socrates would philosophize over?
Dude, those guys philosophized over everything. So yeah, certainly, certainly.
Where's Rem? He'll tell us.
Are the coffins empty? All of them? Is the room empty? Are the coffins
10
closed?
coffins around on the perimeter are all closed. There's a spot in
Jesus.
the middle where there's something missing.
I turn to the. Okay, so basically, I think I know where the stone is because down there in the corridor, there's like this floating rock, but there's also 10 coffins probably full of stuff that'll kill us. So I
Give
think
me
going
Fireball
down
the-
there
invisibility.
is.
Give me your
Fireball the
invisibility.
room.
I
How loudly are
can
you guys having this conversation?
very quietly, tiny whispers.
So you guys are all stuck together in one spot.
No.
Well, you can't whisper across a room.
I'm
to
not
each other.
whispering.
Okay, hold
not
on.
whispering,
No.
you're
Our
shouting?
positions are one. One of us should be next to each of the doors,
Yeah.
and then Captain Barbo was inside the treasure room.
I left the treasury room, but
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to the treasure room and grab one more halberd. Okay, I want 3 of
What is
them.
Now
wrong
have
with
3
you?
halberds.
I like it.
Awkward
I will
carry.
walk up to
You're gonna
Gerald
have to
and-
drop them for combat, but you can. hoist
Wait, I
them
can't.
and
Don't I?
walk
Can I
them.
like attach these to my back? I have the weight to do
You
it.
cannot attach them to your back.
What?
We can talk later about the impracticality of carrying pole arms on your back. It's
Can I
not
walk up
really
to Gerald?
feasible.
Okay,
Gerald,
wait. How many of these can I carry then? I just need to
Let me
know.
go grab that stone.
You can carry as many.
you sure?
Like you can carry them in your arms, but if you get
Everything
into
I
combat,
know.
you're gonna have to drop all but one.
I mean, I can
Okay.
do it. I can give you the invisibility if you want.
Might as well, right? Invisibility. Let me go grab that stone and.
And
Well,
then
hold on.
fireball
He's
the
only
room.
he's only invisible to like a naked eye, right? Like magical detection could still see him, no?
No, only very, very powerful people can see invisibility.
Like the kind of people that might be protecting a philosopher's stone.
Yeah, those kind.
If you want to, Barbo, then be my guest.
Well, I mean, do you just want to leave?
I mean, I feel like we've come too far not to investigate. So,
We could just go and live in a farm somewhere in Hillsborough.
all right, Captain Barbo.
Very,
it's your
very
life.
dumb question, Koibu. But can the owl actually? The glass case is closed completely. Is it enclosed in a glass case completely?
Yeah, glass on 6 sides,
There's no way to reach in. You'd have to break the glass in some way.
or just take the case. One of the two.
How heavy does the case look?
I don't know, probably a few
A
pounds.
Okay,
couple
so
pounds. Too
hang on
heavy
a
for
sec.
your owl to carry.
You ever seen
if
an
it can
owl kill a
interact with
dog?
anything.
because the owl can. How much can a familiar carry?
I think
I
the
think it's
issue
quite a
is
bit.
with the owl like getting a grip on something that is made mostly of glass. You know, like an owl might be able to pick up a rabbit because it's got a good grip on it, but the glass is notably very frictionless and difficult to grip.
What if the owl comes up and we put one of our gloves on the owl?
Yeah, you ever played football? Those sticky gloves?
The owl cannot carry this.
It's just not.
What if we
gonna
tie a rope around the owl? And he'll fly and like just so it'll like tip into the rope and he'll like.
All right, Captain Barbo, if you want to do this, the whole party's
really want to.
future is resting on your shoulders.
There's a very high chance that you die. I'm not gonna lie. If I cast, I will cast this for you. But I'm saying it's up to you. Like you will probably die down there.
There's a child back in Copperhill that I have to get back to, guys. We just need to leave and we yoink some good shit. We're the baddies in this campaign, okay? Let's just get out of here.
We may never find another Philosopher's Stone if we don't go in there. But we're
I will
wounded.
die.
Yeah, I think you will. I'm not kidding you. I think so.
I mean, if he's invisible, he should have the opportunity to sneak out. I mean, or at least escape with his life. If any of us can do it, it would be Captain Barbo. He's the nimblest of
It's-
us all.
It's true, but
Invisibility, man.
like. Okay. All right, I do it.
Alrighty, you are now invisible. No one can see you.
I leave the
Wait, while he
castle.
goes down. Wait, did he actually?
Nah, not yet.
Okay, wait. While he's going down there, if I'm gonna carry these like an idiot anyway, I want to grab the 4th halberd. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
All right, you have
You
all
can't-
4 halberds. You've got them tucked in your arm, and you can do it.
At this point, you know, I'm not gonna do a sex, right? Okay. I want a little bit of inspiration from my guy because this is an
I
inspiration.
should give you inspiration. Yeah,
Oh,
you
she
made
did?
some
Cool.
good quip earlier, and you got inspiration for it.
All right. I start heading down. I check for traps first.
On the staircase,
Yeah.
give me a perception check.
Sorry. What'd you say?
Perception check, please.
My bad. Had a roommate yelling at me.
What if I enlarge the owl? And then it picks up the
Got a
key.
good fucking
I don't
point.
think the owl can get a grip on the glass. is my-
What if he's large? You
Here.
could eat it.
All right, you see no traps on the staircase. It looks
I s-
fine.
See no loose footing on the staircase?
There's loose dirt all over the place, but you know.
I want the gnome in my back. He has dark vision.
I can't. It's just too much. I just can't do it.
I can't
I
see
have 1
anything.
I have 1 HP.
If I die, you need to die.
What kind of rule is this? I can cast Dark Vision on. I don't have it prepared. Never mind.
Why is there chickens?
It's Koibu egging me on, but I'm not. I can't go.
Do you want me to go with you? I have dark vision.
No, because you're not invisible or stealthy.
Oh.
I start going down there.
Barbo, before he goes down, I look in the direction where I think he is. You're very brave. I believe in you.
Don't you have light?
What?
If I don't come back, I would like you to take those halberds, sell them, and give them to the kid. He's with the captain.
Sure thing, Barbo.
Or
I'll
the
find him just
sheriff.
for you.
Thank you. I go down. You're muted.
Me?
No, Neil.
Oh.
Can you guys hear him?
I can't hear him.
Hello.
You
Whoops,
can't hear
there
him,
we
so
go.
I yoinked it and it was already out by the time you came
Nope,
back.
no. You head down the staircase, and with your 18 perception, you immediately notice that there are no footsteps anywhere in this dirt. It's completely untouched, as if someone had just recently shoveled it in here and let it sit.
I'll say a silent prayer in my head. Ephra, I ain't feeling too hot about this one, but you know what? You want me to do cool shit, so I'm gonna go do some cool shit for you and grab you a Philosopher's Stone. And I continue on slowly.
You may be invisible, but you still leave footprints. Why don't you draw me with some sort of drawing tool your route over there?
What do you
Wait,
mean
do we
grab
have
him?
some
I
kind
mean,
of Oh, I see. Up here.
fucking gun in this shit. All right.
Just give me a quick doodle of how you get there. The box in the middle has no dirt on it, and it goes all the way down to stone. Relatively no dirt. It's a little bit.
Can I look around as a perception check and like see if I see any traps or anything that is untoward? I guess quickly.
No traps whatsoever. These walls are about 20 feet on a side, so the scale is not quite correct. And
If I put the magic ring
sarcophaguses
on-
are about 6.5 feet wide as well.
If I put the magic ring on, do I think that would prevent footsteps?
Wait, what
I don't know
magic
what
ring?
you think.
All right.
Oh.
I'm pulling out the dagger that phased me. That's the first thing to do.
Okay. Sure.
And I'm also putting the little magic ring on from way before that protects against water. Because there's dirt in water. So I feel like I should be able to stand on top of the water dirt and not make a single footstep.
That sounds like
that's-
something Captain Barba would think. Yeah.
That's just science, Koibu, so.
Okay.
And I will,
It's just you just have to. I just want to know where the route you take.
Yeah.
It's not that complicated.
quickest. Oh,
Just give me a line.
I'm giving you 2 lines. The quickest route.
Okay. You walk over, avoiding the section in the middle, come up to this box that is placed against the wall. It's glass on 6 sides. There's a stone floating in the middle. What do you do?
How big is the box?
It's maybe a foot tall, 6 inches deep, 8 inches
I
wide.
check for traps real quick. Quick
Give me a perception check.
peek.
Actually, Barbo, it's pretty dark in here. There's not much light. I think you can barely see anything.
I feel
It's
like this Philosopher's Stone is radiating.
It is
color.
not radiating light.
Ephra, will you grant me some eyesight? For I am colorblind.
She reminds you that you have a light spell.
Light
Yeah,
spell?
you got the spell, Mr. Moon.
She is ready to help you if you cast your light spell.
So, in the character that I was supposed to have created for me, I think that there is honestly, in my cleric Ephra ability, I should be able to see in the dark. I think that's one of the cool things that you're about to add, but you neglected.
Well, maybe she'll add it after this by being inspired about your needs, but for the time being, you
Can I
don't
read
have
what
that.
light does?
Yeah, totally.
Can the owl do a perception check for traps?
Sure. You'd have to shout it down to him for him to hear it, though. Or you
I
would just
just-
know without telling him.
Okay. It's a 19. DM me.
Can you just DM?
I'll DM
Yeah,
you.
can you just DM? I don't want to know. Wait. If you cast it. Hi. Take Neil away. Alright, I'm gonna just fucking yoink that fucker and tip out in the same footsteps.
Which fucker, the box or the stone?
Isn't the stone in the box?
The stone is in the box, yes,
Yoink
but
the
it's
box.
glass. I don't. Okay, you yoink the box, the whole box.
Just a
nothing but
box.
the box. Okay, sure. You yoink it roughly. It sounds like
Roughly?
And, well, yoink is not a
Whoa,
gentle
calm,
maneuver.
yoink. I yoink things easily. Yoink, like I
Yoink?
am very nice with the box, Neil. You know that Captain Barbo is.
So you gently pick it up, not you don't yoink it.
I gently pick it up. Yeah.
Okay, all right,
I'd like to leave in the same footsteps that I made before.
sure. You trace your steps and head back out.
I fucking as soon as I
What?
get up at the top of the stairs, I just start running
All
towards
right.
my glass.
You
Goodbye.
get back to the rest of the party.
Let's
We
go, boys.
didn't all
Out.
die. Like what happened? Let's leave. Let's go.
Wait, he has the
I'm-
box with the stone in it?
Yes, go. Let's leave.
He's got the box with the stone in it, which is still hovering. You know, if you as you move it, because it's hard to keep level, the stone just keeps floating in the very center of it all.
Cool. Let's go.
All right, you guys dip out. I believe is the
I
expression.
close the
used
lever.
Here. You lift the lever up.
Yeah.
Yep. The stone grates on stone. The throne slides over.
And I literally fucking dip.
Do you think, real quick, do you think you want to fill your pockets with any of the gems or the
No,
gold
I
inside?
don't, you greedy goblin.
Okay, that's good. That was a test for you, Barbo. Congratulations.
You're acting like a real shoveler right now, huh?
Let's go. Let's get out. Same way we came in.
You guys, get out. You find yourself outside one more time. It is still, it's about noon, I would guess. Maybe a little bit before.
Okay.
There's a guard walking along the wall, and you can.
I'm
wait
invisible,
for him to
right?
Pass. You are still
You are.
invisible.
Throw that shit in my backpack and I'm...
Okay.
You
Can
put
we,
the box in your backpack.
Should be able to, no?
What else is in your backpack?
Oh.
Do you even have a backpack anymore? Didn't you get rid of your backpack?
No, I have a backpack, Neil. It doesn't weigh anything, that's
Did
what I have
someone
on
get
it.
rid of a backpack?
I have a dagger.
Do
A rust dagger is on my side. I think the dagger is also on my side. The rust dagger is in a little sheath. My sword. I don't have any food on me anymore. Probably my navigator's tools and my thieves' tools. It's like the only thing.
Okay. And you also picked up, I remember, a gem-encrusted longsword, right?
I do have that.
Let's add that.
Are you adding it or do you want me to?
I will add it for you.
I also have the new plain dagger, and then the 3 set of daggers. Sorry, I forgot about these.
Metagamer.
I was busy being very afraid of my life.
It turned out fine.
Yeah, for now.
And let's add.
Oh, I asked you earlier. Did I ever figure out what the plain? Oh, I did. Plain across the dagger did.
Okay, cool to go. Do you guys head out? You are outside of the castle. You see a guard walking along the wall, and you can wait for him to do his rounds and pass the point where he could see you before you slip out of the castle. And the only question is, what do you do now? It's the middle of the day.
How can we start making our way back to the?
Sure. You can make your way back to the tower at the edge where you climbed up and down before, but it is the middle of the day, so if you climb down the cliff now, you're going to be spotted 100%, no doubt.
So we can go back to the cellar and wait till night. I don't know, but the problem with that is like by then there may be all kinds of people here. I could also just cast invisibility on everyone. Since Barbo is no, I can't. I one person would have to not be invisible because I'd break the concentration of my last spell.
Well, you can cast invisibility on 3 of us, and then Captain Barbo can
Yes.
use that ring, and he's fairly stealthy anyway. So.
Yes, I can do that.
Okay. Can we do that?
The problem is we would have to survive climbing down, and I'll probably die.
Can't Captain Barbo put you in his backpack and climb down with you?
Yeah, here,
Yeah.
Midori, take this vase.
What?
So I will. So is that what we're gonna do?
Wait, Midori, take what?
Do you want to take the stone heart thing? I
The
can't have
magic
that.
stone.
And the gnome.
Yeah, we can't put both in the backpack.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whatever we have to do to get down this. Yeah, cliff.
Take it,
can we-
Midori.
Sure.
So
I'll take it.
Midori's going to carry the glass case with the Philosopher's Stone. Where are you carrying it, Midori?
Do you have a backpack, Midori?
Do I?
Assume so. You got shit to carry.
Yeah, I have a backpack, right?
You should.
Yeah, I do.
Shove that shit
Doesn't look like there's a. Oh, well, there's some stuff in there. Not a lot. You could probably fit it in there. Yeah.
I'll shove it in there, you know.
Okay.
It's a purse.
You put the case in the backpack, and then the gnome climbs in Mouton's backpack,
Yep.
and then the gnome invisibilities the 3 other characters.
At 3rd level.
And because now the gnome is gear, so the gnome goes invisible too, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Like that.
You have equipped 1 gnome. Love it. And everyone can scramble down. Make me a DC 10 acrobatics or athletics check to get down the mountainside, the cliffside, and we are happy. Lily's
Wait.
roll is the only one that matters.
Really? Do you have inspiration?
Oh, thank God.
Ooh.
I'm so
all good.
scared.
All right. You make it down. You can find the sewer grate while you're invisible, even during the middle of the day. Wait for a moment for no one to look, and head down easy peasy if you'd like.
Into
Is
the
there GPS
sewers.
in your world?
Yep.
With 4 halberds on your...
Hey, they're beautiful halberds. Okay.
Can I borrow one?
No.
I can't believe this worked. I just
It's
Can we get into the
Yes.
sewer to meet up with our friends?
Sure, Captain Thaden and 2 of his raiders are here. One of them is missing, and there is another person, a captive, who is bound and gagged with a bag over their head, so they're blinded. And
Gotcha. Thaden, what
we
happened
need to
here?
leave.
Thaden says, "This person came down maybe half an hour after you guys left. Weren't sure if you were coming back or not, so... Well, we have one now.
Wait, are you missing a soldier?
He's guarding the other entrance, the exit.
Okay. We can
Should
take
leave.
this one with us then and then leave. Yeah, we need to get out of here.
And
Also,
they
Thaden-
scurry with you.
I have a task for you. Could you please carry these 3 halberds? And I hand him the 3 halberds.
Looking disappointed.
Do you swap
Carries
halberd
them.
and
Why would he
carry
look at
your
this? When I
one?
notice a disappointed look in his eyes, I
Wait.
tell him these halberds are of great
Wait.
importance to our mission. Trust me.
Begrudgingly complies.
Okay.
Throw him a copper.
For 500 gold. No, don't pay him anymore. These you can carry some
Just 1
halberds.
copper. I threw it.
Yeah, that's insulting.
Yeah, that's like throwing somebody like a dime or something.
No, isn't throwing him a copper like $100, or is it?
A copper is $1, roughly equivalent.
Throw 'em
Gold is
3
$100
coppers there.
equivalent.
Oh my god.
$3. What's your halberd? Nice.
Thank you
Shouldn't
very
even
much
be
for the
getting paid,
donation.
so you should be accepting. Yeah,
the Twitch.
Sub-
You just gave him a Twitch donation,
it's a
dude.
sub right there, baby.
The coppers land on the sewer floors. He does not catch them.
I'm not gonna pick him up. I got better shit.
Okay, can we leave, please?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, we're out, and then we want to get on the whatever carriage or horses or however we got here, and then we want to go back to the city without the creepy
You
vampires.
head on out. You get out to the rivers, where you will now have to climb the cliff back to the regular ground where you can exit and escape and flee for your life. So I'm going to need 1 more athletics or acrobatics check.
Is it DC 10?
This one.
How tall
this
is-
about the same height? Yeah. Same
How
10.
tall is this?
DC 10. About 30 or 40 feet.
Okay, there's no way we can help anybody else.
No, not really.
Okay.
Um,
I'm
Midori makes
so
it.
scared.
Steven makes it.
do you do inspiration before or after the roll?
Before.
Before.
I'm using
Oh
inspiration.
my
Go
god.
for it.
I'm afraid, dude.
Do it.
You didn't need it.
Do I get it back?
No.
On a natural 20, I glide
No.
across it, and I look cool doing it. And a girl gives me her number halfway through.
Okay.
It's lit.
It's just an illusion from the gnome. All right. You guys make it out, and are you headed back to Copper Hill?
Yes.
All right. You can skedaddle all the way back to Copper Hill. On the way, Captain Thaden asks you, "So, how'd it go? What happened?"
We'll talk about it when we're back in town and we are healthy and safe because we are definitely pretty rough right now around the edges.
All right.
I'm dying.
We fought a dragon.
Not
Uh,
quite.
that is not true, but fine. It's going to be
Can I roll a
what
deception
about
check for that?
3-day journey. Sure, give me a deception check. Yeah, they don't believe it. 3-day journey back to town.
Before we go, we could rest somewhere for like a day so that we're prepared if there's something that happens, right?
Is there, between here and there, is there a safe spot where we could reasonably create like a camp? Or wait, how long is this journey?
It's going to be
3
about
days.
3
It's
days.
at 3
Okay,
days.
yeah. Then is there a place where we can reasonably made
There
camp?
are a bunch of villages scattered throughout this plain. Maybe one of them has an inn.
I'd like to take a precisely 8-hour rest in one of these villages.
Yeah.
Sure. You come across the village of... Ooh, what's a good name for a crappy village out in the middle of the plain?
Hoopville.
What about a cow pie? You come across the little village of Cow Pie.
Okay.
There is a tavern that they will let you sleep in the common room on some of these like large communal beds that they have around here for passersby.
I want to sleep with Locke.
They'll charge you only 5 copper a night.
Okay.
And yeah,
Sounds good. I'll give them how much copper? 20?
that's more than enough. Yeah.
Well,
No, that's exactly enough.
okay.
Yes.
Because Thaden and his dudes are taking care of their own thing, right?
They'll pay for their own
Yep.
stuff. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Before we get here, though, you do have one captive, and I
Yeah.
assume Thaden just got up to the surface. What do you want to do with your one captive before you bring him into a village?
We can hold him out while I reserve the rooms. And then I'll come back and then we'll question him.
Sure.
Um,
All right.
yeah.
You guys get a space in the common room. It's just the one big open area at in the living room, basically.
Okay.
They don't have a private room?
We don't need a private room. That's okay.
It's a village called Cow Pie, man. They don't have a night. There's no inn here. There's not a lot of commerce going in this direction.
You have 40 silver to have a private room in their house, then?
It was 30. It was like 20 copper.
Well, I'm asking if we can have a private room.
We don't need
Like,
a private room,
we'll
Barbara.
pay
It's
for that.
okay.
If you would like to ask,
I would like to ask,
totally-
yeah, can I pay for a private room? Maybe just for a night?
For what? Well, sure.
Yeah, 30 silver.
30 silver?
Yeah.
You can have my house for the night. Sure.
Now we're-
Airbnb.
Yeah, Airbnb'd it. Now we have a nice area to throw this motherfucker in and question him without anybody asking.
Yeah. He
Okay.
takes you to his house. He shoos his kids out, tells them to go sleep in a barn or something. His wife is long dead, so the place is yours. There's nothing of value in here to steal.
I don't want to
So
steal.
He
I'm not a
doesn't
thief.
worry about it.
Okay.
We're not thieves, Koibu.
All right. Good thinking, Barbo. We can bring the captive in here and then question him.
Yeah.
Sure. I think by now it's probably evening or night.
Mm-hmm.
So you're all gathered together in front of a fire in this guy's house with your
Okay.
one captive who's still bound and gagged with a bag over their head.
Why does he wear the mask?
Can I ask him a question?
Please.
Who are you working for?
Dan.
Dan?
Mm-hmm.
You're working for Dan?
Mm-hmm.
Dan's
Fucking-
Gaming? Who's Dan?
What,
He's the town the new sheriff.
of
The-
fortune?
Uh-huh.
I killed the old sheriff.
You're not working for Dan anymore. Dan's dead.
Oh.
I cut a finger
Who
off.
are you?
Wait,
What?
I cut a finger off.
Wait, why?
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 Ah! He screams.
Barbara, what are you doing? Barbara, can you wait outside while we talk to this man?
I just need to know I mean business, Locke.
Mean business about what? We don't even know what this guy's done.
Oh, my finger! My finger!
I'll wait outside.
Which
all
finger
right,
did he cut
sorry
off?
about him. He's a little bit off the
I
chain.
cut his pinky off.
Sorry for my finger!
It was just a pinky.
yeah.
just a-
Can
Pinky.
I go to him and try to bandage it up for him?
You can, yes. Give me a medicine check. Yeah,
ain't
you
gonna
can
fucking line
bandage it
up.
up.
I'm so sorry about him. You're gonna be okay.
He goes quiet.
Anyway, look, if you work with us, we can heal that. No problem. We have great powers. That's how we were able to get you, right? So that we can heal it, but you have to answer our questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're from the town of Fortune,
Mm-hmm.
and what's going on there? Why is all the big group of people that do the weird things?
What do you mean?
Like
During the
what-
full moon, why do you guys gather and worship a priest? What are you guys worshiping?
Yeah, that.
We entomb the dead in the tombs every full moon.
Under the name of which god? Do you worship a god?
We don't need gods.
So that priest that you had that leads your processions doesn't worship any god? You worship the priest?
He's dead too. About
We know.
time, if you ask me.
You don't know. You're outside, Barbo. What, is there somebody that stepped up to replace that man, or?
Mm-mm.
Does Vicious know that you guys bury the dead in the way that you do? Or know about the priest or any of the people you worshipped in that city?
Of course.
Guessing.
Great Lord Vicious knows everything. He sees all. He
And
knows
this
all.
motherfucker.
What are
I'm on
what's the
lookout
purpose
duty.
of the tomb? Why is it there? What
Do
do
you
you?
not understand the concept of a tomb?
Well, it's not just a tomb. There's the when they come back out and walk around. Do you get it? There's
What?
like there's living dead in there. They don't stay dead. They walk
No
around.
one stays dead.
You have the memory reading spell, right? Sorry.
I do. I do have the
Game
memory
from
reads.
outside of the
Yeah,
room.
my bad.
But Gerald would know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gerald. Yeah,
Gerald,
would
maybe
know
you
he
should,
has to
yeah.
you
Just
should take
didn't
a
come to his
gander into
mind.
this man's mind, yeah.
I shall. I will begin a ritual to cast the read memory spell on this gentleman.
Read. What's the spell called specifically?
It's a custom spell that you gave me called read memory.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
And it can be. It's a ritual as well. We said.
Yes, it is.
Perfect. That's why I can't find it. Let me just look at my 2e spell that I'm drawing it from. Where are we hiding here? We didn't give you a text for it. Nope, we gave you no text for it. Perfect.
It will do whatever you say it does.
Yep. So what are you looking for in this guy's memory? And he gets a save, which he fails with the natural one.
What am I looking for in his memory?
It's a whole
I want to.
lifetime.
I want to specify the time that he's had with Sheriff Dan, and like what his work was and the kind of like things they were doing, and like particularly anything around all that.
You see sort of like a life montage of walking along walls and looking and walking and looking, and then, you know, beating somebody in the night with a stick and dragging him off to jail, and then walking and waiting and drinking with his friends. It looks like a regular, old, boring guard's life to you.
He never did anything weird with. How does he know about all the like he knows about the tomb and stuff? Like, let's focus. I'm gonna like shift around in his mind. Like, I want to focus on like the nights, the full moon nights. Was he ever involved in something weird there, like going into the tomb? Any
You have,
incantations?
from his memory, you can see him watching the tomb as it's being, what do you call it? As the processions are going in, carrying the bodies, and he's always on the outside watching. The one memory that comes to mind is when his younger sister died, and they entombed her, and that's the vision that you get, is of him watching as they carry her little sarcophagus-y, corpsey thingy into the walls, and then he's never... The ideas of never seeing her again, and she's finally gone, flow through him.
Is there any idea of like reverence or like worship or like anything attached to these memories that would indicate like any kind of like devotion to, or like does he remember
Give me
being a part of a
an
religion?
Arcana
Or
check, please.
okay,
You holding your dog like a baby right now, Lily?
What?
finally a roll that makes sense.
Yeah, you have this memory. He has this memory as a young child of some tall, dark-haired man with like a silvery beard standing over him, holding a branding iron and pressing it to this guy's back when he was a child.
Anything else?
Around that is a lot of reverence, and sort of like allegiance and loyalty is associated with this branding.
I kind of like, while I have my hand out and I'm like concentrating, I kind of like explain to the party, I'm like, This man is a normal guard. Nothing untoward, though he has been scarred. Some kind of brand or burn placed on his back. I think a symbol of the cult or that we discovered before. He worships them, but he's just been a guard all of his life. Nothing abnormal. Just a guy.
Okay. If there's no good information we can glean from him, then we'll just keep him with us for the night, and then we'll set him free in the morning.
We could send a yeah, but I mean he's seen us. So if he goes back, then
He's had a bag over his head the whole time.
okay, yeah, we can let him go.
Okay. If that's all we can do, then
Tiny hut.
tiny hut. Why would you tiny hut when you paid 30 silver for a room?
Because I'm worried about monsters that are untoward in the night coming for us.
We can have rotating guards outside at night.
I don't. Okay.
Cool. The night passes uneventfully.
Whoa.
You are
We gain health?
15 miles from town, so you couldn't hear anything if it was happening in that town. You're on the other side of a river. It's fine. It all passes easily.
We can
you
heal?
can roll your hit dice. I believe most of you are almost out of hit dice, though.
What?
You get one back right
Wait.
now.
Oh.
How
we
many
just
can we
rested
use?
full, didn't we?
No.
No.
Didn't you? Oh, you did a full rest in.
Inside of Copperhill, right?
Yeah, never mind.
Or
I'm
Storm-
getting. Before the Copper Hill, you guys were out of hit dice. Okay, I think you're all good right now.
I rolled
Sorry,
a
how many-
rogue hit die.
How many hit dice can we expend in a night?
All of them.
Which
Oh,
hit die
really?
do I roll, Koibu? The rogue or the cleric?
They both use d8, so it's gonna be the same.
Okay, same thing. Got it.
Same. Lovely. You take the next 2 days to get back to Copper Hill, where you
Wait.
make it.
I don't know if I want to let that guy go. Locke, I think we need to put an axe on this guy because he knows the way we headed. Even though he had a
Wait.
bag on his head, I don't feel good about this guy. He has allegiance. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, you are right. Yeah, he went into the sewers and he found.
He knows
Yeah.
that like people went through the sewers, and he knows. where the exit is.
Absolutely not. I don't think we have any reason to go back to that town. If they want to secure their sewer, that's up to them. It's not us to decide the fate of that
He
city.
knows the way that we went out of the sewer, though.
So?
He knows which direction we went.
So what, are they going to send an army to march on Copper Hill? They've already sent their armies west with Vicious. It's not like they
We
can
don't
follow
even know
us
if
with anybody.
Vicious has gone west.
I mean,
Wait, how would he send the army, or how would they know which direction they went out of the sewer? He was blindfolded from that point, so he only knows that they discovered us in the sewer.
well, we can
right?
reasonably assume that he knows. We should
knows
just
that
assume that we
exit
know which
in and out.
direction we've gone so far.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair assumption,
Okay.
just in case.
He
Yeah, we
has
can let him go.
he has allegiance to what I'll call a dark lord. Do you really want that kind of scum roaming the earth? Roaming the earth?
We don't take prisoners and execute them for no reason. This man's done nothing to us. Just set him on his way, and then we'll deal with what comes. I don't think anything bad is going to come to us for setting this man free.
Yeah, I think at some point we need to stop killing everybody. I agree with Doc.
I agree. I won't kill him. But I am going to take his tongue.
No!
No,
He doesn't need his tongue. He can work.
that's just as bad.
No,
Like,
not
we
at
just-
all. I'm being cautious. Unless Locke is going to kill me for this, I think that this is the best.
No,
course
we're
of
not going to cut a man's tongue from his mouth for no reason.
All right, I'm the leader after this.
Yeah, next week you can take charge. You can
This
torture and murder. Yeah, as soon as we head
Yes.
back to town, the reins are yours for a while. You can torture and
Be
murder as
gone.
many people as you want.
Throw him off.
Okay, yeah, we set him free.
All right, you set him free. You make your way back to Copper Hill, safe and sound. Not a monster in sight the whole way.
That's
Do you
2
guys
more
wanna
days of
take
rest too, right?
Yeah, you
Long
guys
rest?
can rest here if you want, take a long rest or whatever.
Mhm.
Do you guys want to take a short break and come back in about 5 or 6 minutes?
Yeah,
With
sure.
the new plans and everything?
Mhm.
Okay.
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 Gotcha.
Alright. Are we at break?
Oh, do I have to do that?
Yes, you're streaming.
Nice one, Lily. Thanks. Okay, I want to do that. Okay, we'll be back in
said you were
5
gonna
or
be
6 minutes, guys.
wholesome.
I haven't been mean at all today, Lily.
You
Okay.
literally just. Okay.
Hello, and welcome back to Gnomes, Tomes, and Catacombs. So, you have made it back to Copper Hill, and you're going to rest here, right?
No.
Before we rest here, can we go to Stromheim?
Want to go to Stromheim?
Yeah, Stromheim. Is that cool with you, Locke?
Yeah, we can do
Wait,
that.
where's Stromheim?
Directly to the
Stromheim's
south.
right there. It's the big castle place. I'd like to go grab little Jimmy, or whatever his name was.
Mm-hmm. Bobby?
Yeah, Bobby. He should be at the sheriff's station training right now. Bobby, grab your ship. Heading out.
Bobby looks at you with those excited eyes. You're back! I knew you were going to come back. Everyone said you wouldn't, but I knew you were going to come back.
Ephra willing will always let me come back to you, Bobby.
I know. I told everyone. I said, he's going to go and do something super dangerous, and I can't tell anyone, but he's going that way. And they said that no one ever that goes that way comes back, and you did.
Yeah,
I'm so pleased.
We gotta dick out.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. It'll be another day to Stromheim, so we'll just move you guys there. One day later, it is now the 10th of January, 1511. Stromheim. You arrive at Stromheim, the castle,
Wait.
The city walls.
We're rolling up on Stromheim. I want to have a conversation before we get in.
Cool.
Okay, so when we're like maybe like a mile out, when we have like the castle in our sights, I would like to get out and pull aside the main party to have a private conversation, so that like Thalen or whatever, no one else can hear, or Thaden or the boy can't hear us.
What, Bobby?
Yeah, Bobby.
My squire.
Well, you can decide what you want to tell him after.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Can we do that? Are we doing that?
Yeah.
Okay, so right now, how many people are in that cart? We've got Thaden, we've got 2 soldiers, and we've got Bobby, correct? And then
3 soldiers and Bobby. Yeah.
3 soldiers, including Thaden, right?
Thaden 4 and 3 for a total of 4 total.
4. Okay.
4 and Bobby. So 5 guests and the 4 PCs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay, guys, listen. I think that do you know Gerald? Is this a Philosopher's Stone? Is that what we have here in our possession now?
I suspect that it is, but I won't know exactly what it is until we take some time to look at it. But yes, very good chance.
Would he have been able to look at it on our 4-day journey now?
Yeah,
Like
actually.
I looked at my daggers?
You might have been able to make some observations while you're resting on your journey.
He could be in my backpack the whole time.
I mean, I'll probably need I can run an Arcana check right now, but I'll probably need like a week to unpack all of our magic items and see what it is.
Yeah.
What were my daggers?
Your daggers, you will have practiced with them. When you throw them at something and miss, they return to your hand.
All 3?
All 3.
I'll hand one out.
So Koibu, something really cool. A while ago, I actually picked up a book by chance, Encyclopedia of Magica for rods, staves, and wands.
Well, look at that. Sure enough, the wand that you have matches up exactly with the description of one of the wands in there. It is a wand of detect magic. It will have some number of charges and can cast detect magic instantly.
Oh,
Not a
that's
wand of wish.
overpowered still.
Great.
The one to
You
wish
say
you
true, but
like roll,
it can be used
right?
by anyone, so other people can cast detect magic aside from the gnome now.
Cool.
You know,
Not
so
What a great item, dude. That's
Junk
awesome.
loot. Throw it
you don't
away.
sound too
yeah.
I'm gonna give a
enthusiastic about
dagger
it.
to... Oh, sorry, Midori, go ahead.
No, go on.
I was gonna give a dagger to Midori, to Locke.
I don't throw daggers. I can't.
I'll give the dagger to Bobby and keep one for myself.
Okay, so
You're giving
Bobby's
a
got
magical
dagger
dagger to
returning.
Bobby?
Midori's got a dagger of returning.
My friend
And
Bobby.
So I throw this dagger and it can come back?
if you missed your target, it will return to your hand.
And then my other dagger, I'm guessing phase dagger.
Wait.
Figured
Okay,
it out.
Koibu.
So,
There are 3 men before me, and I try to throw my dagger at the one in the middle, but I quote-unquote miss, and I hit one to the right. Will the dagger leave his body and come back to me afterwards?
no, because you have hit a target, even if it's not the one you intended.
Okay.
So if I hit a wall with my dagger, it won't come back?
If you properly hit and like it sticks in the wall,
Sticks
it will
in.
not return. But if you just like drop it and it falls to the ground, that also doesn't return because you didn't miss. You're not targeting something. You know?
Does it take the shortest path back to your hand?
It does not. It blinks. It does not like
Oh.
visibly return. Yeah.
Interesting.
And then my sorry.
Okay.
And then my other dagger. Sorry.
Can I have another question? Let's say I throw the dagger and it blinks back to my hand, right? But let's say my hand was positioned like, conveniently in front of someone's chest. Would it blink like inside their chest?
So you want to like throw and miss and then immediately move your hand to someone's chest?
Yeah, exactly.
I think the only way to know is to give it a shot. Who do you want to test this on?
Captain Barbo?
No, you can test it on Bobby.
I'm not gonna... Can I test it though, like on a tree or something,
Sure, totally. Yeah, give it a shot.
Alright, I'll do it.
So you stand near a tree, you throw the dagger at something, and then put your hand right next to the tree.
Yeah. What happens?
And the dagger just... It's still over there. Yeah.
Okay.
You broke the dagger, Midori.
No, I'll go and pick up the dagger again. I'm just experimenting. This is a cool
I appreciate
item.
your thought. It is cool. You're welcome.
Thank you
by
so
the
much,
way.
Captain Barbo.
No problem. The phase, their P dagger. Did I figure out exactly what it does now?
Give me an Arcana check, buddy.
It's better than Devin usually rolls, honestly.
If
3
you want to
days,
give it to me to
4
look at,
days.
I can.
You'll notice that at some point while you're playing with this dagger, you like stub your toe on something, or you like kick a branch on the ground or a root, and it doesn't really hurt. There's some other interactions with this dagger besides the like slightly becoming less visible.
Can I ask
aspect.
Devin what he
I walk over. Let me see.
throw it to him? Oh, hand it to him.
Yeah, I take a look.
Missed the catch.
Sure, give me an
Oh
Arcana
my
check.
god.
Dude, you
The
hold
best
this
I've ever
thing
rolled.
and immediately you realize that you are 25% ethereal. You can sort of almost see through other living and non-living or once living objects, and you've been pulled 25% into the ethereal plane. You will sustain 1 less point of damage from any source, and with this dagger, you will be able to strike creatures that are in the ethereal plane or creatures that need magical weapons to hit them because they're in the ethereal plane.
I go back to Barbo. This dagger has great power. It will transfer you partially to another realm, to which
You can have it.
Wait, what? I can't do anything with it.
I feel like you should be able
I'll
to
have
magic shit in the ethereal plane with the dagger.
Actually,
right? And
I
it'll
think,
be -1 damage.
I think I'll hold on to it. Midori, you already have your Grey Bane. I have no magical weapons right now, so it's very hard for me to attack certain types of creatures. I've had to use your sword like several times, like picking it up off of you once you've been felled. If that's okay.
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate it, but I can't really do much unless it's like a book or like something.
Okay.
Yeah, here, take it, lock.
Okay.
Buy a
Cool.
dagger. I have cool shit.
Also, I
4
still
halberds and a dagger.
what? Listen,
No,
I have.
what?
This is the only magical weapon I have. Okay, calm down. You guys all have cool shit. Chill it out. Okay. Okay, we're all out here. All right, guys, listen. I think that we're gonna have to start traveling far differently than we did in the past. Now that we have both of these objects, I don't think that we should either. I'm not sure. I mean, you guys can decide what to do. I think we can either station 2 people outside of whatever city we're in and only send in 2 at a time so that we always have at least 2 people that are outside of a city watching over these items, or we're going to be almost perpetually split into 2 groups with one of us each holding these items so that somebody can't take both of them from us. I don't think it would be a good idea to be inside of a city holding both of these items because the potential for us to get trapped by either city guards or some group I think is quite high.
I can hold the helmet.
Well, which one of those do you think is good? Should we can either set up camp outside the city, any city, anytime we arrive at one, and we could have 2 items held in a camp outside with 2 people guarding, or we can just split them between, 2 of our groups, and then we can pair off like that when we go into cities.
Split them between us, and then we can go into cities and have
I
various.
think it's
different
important that we stay together as much as possible, though.
Yeah, different rooms inside the like hotel or whatever.
I'm
The
just
tavern.
Yeah.
worried that like if somebody gets wind that we have these items, if like an army or something shows up at one of these places and we're all inside with both of these items, we're gonna lose these items immediately.
What are the chances of that happening, though? We've been fine so
I mean, the thing is, Locke, that like if we are gonna die, we should die together, right? Like, there's nothing that's gonna.
Well, I think at
Prevent-
this point, I think something is at stake that's more important than our lives, which is keeping these items separated from one another. If somebody that we think is not good is trying to get both of them, no? I mean, if we don't think there's any risk of anybody coming after these items, I mean, the thing is that the people in, I assume Vicious or whatever people are following him in Fortune are going to know that this stone is missing.
But not who took it.
Maybe. Okay.
I mean, I think we should just proceed as we have normally until we have reason to believe that we're in danger.
Okay.
And
I think
then
we
just
should
take
split the
precaution-
items on people in the party.
Yeah,
so
that I agree with. Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay,
I also
sure.
give you the returning dagger and take the phase dagger.
If you want me to hold on to the stone, I can, because I have the greatest degree of escape to get away from something.
And he could use it like magically to boost something
Maybe
if we needed.
I have to.
need it.
We have to spend a week looking at it, but yeah, I can start messing with it.
Sure, I think that's fair.
Wait, did you just trade daggers with me?
Yep,
Wait, what do I have? The returning dagger?
you have the returning dagger. It's still magical. I just think I can utilize the phase for stealth and stuff if
Okay.
need.
What? How much do these weigh?
Pound.
Okay.
But we have to figure out how to get it out of its glass case for me to hold on to the stone.
Okay. We
Break
need
the
to
glass.
be incredibly careful about telling who we have these items, like telling other people that we have these items. We should
Don't tell
never,
anybody.
ever do this, ever.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
I
like,
think we should.
Captain Barber, like telling random people that we've killed priests or anybody from a city, we should absolutely never divulge this information publicly to people. We don't want anybody to be able to draw a trail of like where we've been or what we've been up to.
I agree. He couldn't
Yeah.
see us, but I do agree. Yes.
Okay.
Can I tell him that we killed dragons and?
You can make up whatever you want, I guess, but just, yeah, we shouldn't tell people we want. I still have the Crown of Domination here in my bag. I think Midori right now is holding on to the, whatever that stone is.
Stone.
Do you want me to hold on to the crown?
I mean, I feel comfortable holding on to it. It's okay.
And I'll hold on to the stone. Is there any very obvious way to take it out of its glass case, or is this going to be an effort, Neil? Sorry,
Well-
Cobra.
You could probably pry the glass case open, but any process would inevitably destroy the glass case.
Maybe
It
we
looks
should just
like
leave
was
it
built
inside.
specifically to hold something like
I
this.
think,
I'll wait till
do-
I can examine it.
Do you remember the wizard that we brought the giant to? It seemed to be greatly studied in these types of things.
Let's go back to him.
Yes, but can he be trusted to? I mean, he was terrified when we left him because we left him with a half-dead giant. But
Sure, but I mean, like,
he-
we have more history with him as a knowledgeable person than anyone else I can think of, and he seemed to have a great deal of knowledge about these things.
He's also an academic, so I don't think he was going to rob us.
Yeah, he seemed apolitical, I think. He didn't have, like, a stake.
So the thing is with wizards, once you get a really powerful magical item involved, they get political real quick.
I can
And
kill a
that one's
wizard
more
and kill
powerful
20.
than all of us.
Well, what do you think we should do then? How do we discover how to utilize this item, or if it even is indeed a
I
philosopher's
think
stone?
the very first thing we should do is give me a week or so to look at it and find everything I can through my books in the library here, since we're in a massive city, and then we can determine if we need help.
Okay, is an item of this power going to emit any kind of magical aura that might draw somebody to us that we don't want to know we have it?
Not unless there's a specific enchantment casted on that item, which we don't know. But I'll find out very soon if I have time to just look at it. Even a night would be different than what we're doing now. Even one night with just focusing on the item, I can learn a lot if I ask
Alright.
the right questions.
Do we head inside?
Okay, yeah, if we're good. So basically, we're not telling anybody anything about anything we have, unless it's absolutely
Yep.
necessary, and we're all going to decide on this before we do this.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, otherwise, yeah, we'll head in, and then I guess, Gerald, you're going to be studying, I guess, what exactly this item does?
Just give me a private room and I'll do the rest.
Sure, okay.
Good meeting, Barbos.
Excellent.
I'll go up to Bobby and be like, we killed a dragon back there.
Oh, what color was the dragon? Was it the gold one?
No, it was a black one.
Oh, wow! I didn't even know there were any black dragons here anymore. I thought Desmond killed the last one. Wow, that's amazing.
Desmond? Desmond's a little bitch.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he is.
Are you sure? I heard Desmond was a great warrior. Maybe even a greater warrior than you.
Desmond is one of the worst warriors. You know, I was along on all of his journeys, and he took credit for everything I did. He's a cheat.
How old are you? Oh my god.
A magician never reveals his tricks, my buddy.
You're a magician?
I am.
I
This
cast
kid
like
believes everything you say.
prestidigitation, like to make some like cool lights around Barbo.
See?
Like
The kid
yeah.
drops his dagger and goes slackjaw staring at you.
I'm gonna give the gnome a wink.
I just like give like a short thumbs up.
All right, you guys make it to the gates of Stromheim. The castle, the walls of the city stand tall and strong, easily 50 feet high, probably like 10 or 15 feet thick. There are flags on all the turrets everywhere. There are guards standing above the gates with crossbows and people down below. The portcullis is down, so the guards on the inside are looking out through it at you as the 9 of you approach. The lead guard calls out clearly, "What's your business here?"
Lodging?
Just passing through then?
Yeah,
be
maybe
here
we'll
for a
come
few
and
days.
hang out in your city for a while, sell some goods, travel. I mean,
Need a rest.
Of course, of course. Just hand over your weapons and we'll be happy to open the gates and let you in.
nope. Looks like we're heading back to Copper Hill.
All right,
Thank
have
you
a
for your
good
day.
evening, everybody.
Okay, back to Copper Hill.
All right.
Wait,
What?
They didn't take our weapons the first time.
Did we
You've
come
never
here
been to
before?
this town.
we've never been.
I think
to
we went
Stromheim.
to Limestone or something, didn't we? Or did we go to Copper Hill?
You've
Wait,
never
can-
been to Stromheim before.
We've never been.
Can
here.
we? Does nobody have weapons in there? Can we bribe them?
Give it a shot.
Well, we don't want to be the only people walking around with weapons that would draw so much
can
unneeded
just-
attention to us.
Yeah, we don't.
Pose as city guards or some shit.
Why do we
off
need to go to
duty.
this city? Can't we just go to Copper Hill?
Because it's a big city and we'll be protected from the big magical evil man who's gonna come for us. I think.
First of
I'm
all,
very afraid.
Well,
Copper Hill is safe.
yeah, we'll be fine at Copper Hill, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Add me,
Alright.
Twitch chat when this doesn't go well.
You head back to Copper Hill. You can settle down in the tavern there. Someone pony up like 4 times 16 silver a night. You're gonna be here for a week, so 16 times 7, 112 silver. 11
is it?
gold, 2 silver.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, perfect. You guys have a week here in Copper Hill to rest and relax and do all the things you need to do.
Can we just all sell our shit? Give us a
Sure.
nice price.
Okay, I've got 4 ornate halberds. Wait, it was 3. Was it 3 halberds and 1 silver one, or was it 4 ornate?
No, they're all the same.
Are we
Well,
all okay with
slightly
splitting
different.
all of the hoard that we found instead of just whatever we picked up? I think that's the most fair for everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Split it amongst yourself. Can I just go to a room and rest by myself?
Totally.
Please.
Before I go for the night, I want to just kind of like hang around the tavern for about an hour and listen to any rumors. Like, is there anything kind of like crazy, like people talking about something that happened or like around Copper Hill? Or like just like anybody notice anything that's like anybody telling stories or anything that's like they've heard that have been crazy or reports or things like that?
Yeah, just let me take a look at my calendar of events here. See where we are relative to all these other things.
How'd you like Stromheim, Bobby?
It looked cool from the outside.
Yeah. We made that trip especially for you. Just to see
You
it.
did that just for me?
Yeah, why didn't you think we just win it? Just wanted you to see it.
Wow.
When you become a great warrior, you'll be able to go back there.
So the things you're hearing are all pretty much fortune related. News has traveled that the high cleric and the sheriff of the town are dead. Where is the other calendar? Arcadia. War of Arcadia timeline. You also hear. Let's see. Tharnham has been sieged by Vicious. It is a predominantly dwarven town up here.
Fuck.
So he has sieged Meadstead and Tharnham. What else is going on around the area? There's some rumor about the survivors of a crusade arriving back in Hillsborough. You're not sure what this crusade is about, and it's only briefly touched on. So apparently, a few people showed up after a long time of being gone.
In Hillsborough?
Yep. And let's see, what else do we have that you might hear about?
Anything in Heatstroke?
No. Well, the rumors of Heatstroke are the same rumors you've been hearing before. That there is some weird-ass shit going on there. There's strange lights appearing over the city at night, like blues and purples and reds, but sort of darkish colored. The dragon that lives in this desert near Heatstroke is supposedly dead. But that is one of those things that people go back and forth on. Some people saying the dragon.
I saw him yesterday.
Other people saying, there's no way that dragon's dead. Someone must have just saw him sleeping. It's a mess. Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, are we going to take a really long rest in?
I'll let you study up. Sell our ship.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
What are these? Or sorry, what do you want me to do first?
I mean, I'm going to do a bunch of stuff, so go ahead.
Okay. What are these? So of the 4 halberds, then are they all silver and have gemstones in them?
Yeah, Barbo can let you know they're about 20,000 copper each.
What is that? 200 gold or 20 gold?
200 each.
You just want me to sell it all, Lock, and I'll tell you the prices?
No, hold on. Let's just chill for a second. What? So
Yeah.
So I have 4 of these, and all of them are silver bladed as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is it generally worth? And I can't carry 2 halberds. You said it's impossible to.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. If you try and strap it on your back, it's going to be constantly hitting your legs and your heels, and it's really difficult to walk that way. There's a reason people like spear armies wouldn't carry multiple spears on their back, and they just had one in their shield. It's a pain in the ass. It's
I bet
really
Desmond
uncomfortable.
dual wields halberds.
No, he uses a longsword.
So would it be worth it to sacrifice a steel halberd for a silver halberd? The silver one gives you bonus damage to what? Like vampire, like undead creatures, or what?
Werewolves, any sort of lycanthropes. Some undead have half damage against non-silver weapons. Generally, the silver weapons are probably going to be more useful for you when fighting monsters than steel weapons, and steel weapons are better when you're fighting humanoids, like civilized creatures. So, what do you think is going to be the bigger threat to you?
Well, right now it's monsters, but it might be people in the future. I guess it depends on what we're doing. So if I sell 3 of these halberds and I hold on to one of the silver ones, that's 600 gold.
They have an intrinsic value of 600. In a town like Copper Hill, you probably can't sell them all right now for that price.
What kind of town would we need to be in?
A bigger city, a place that is in the middle of a bigger war, or a place that's better off economically, not the devastated countryside that is Aradon.
So
right
a place like Clydesdale for sure, right? Or Rock.
Clydesdale would probably be a great spot to sell that shit.
Okay.
Where's Clydesdale?
That's
Oh,
far
I
to
found
the
it.
east. That's my hometown,
That's
right?
Uh-huh.
where your parents are.
Yeah,
I love you.
we're not doing that again.
You're from Rockwave, but yeah.
Or Rockwave,
Clydesdale.
Clydesdale. It's all in the same area, okay? We travel back and forth between these cities a lot, okay? My family has country houses in both.
Totally.
Oh, you snotty bastard.
Also, we need to go back to Hillsborough to talk to that wizard. We were
I'm
supposed
gonna
to.
send a tweet.
Oh, okay, because
Over
we were
the-
supposed
if
to
we
talk
take
to
a
him
week
too,
off-
but
We
Okay.
need to go to Pernistus and get my sneaking boots. They should be there by now.
okay, yeah, we can do all
Okay,
that. Let's do the week and
yep.
let the Gerald, I guess, figure stuff out, and then yeah, we'll head east. We'll go back to Pernice. We'll do all that stuff. Yeah.
Do your shit, Gerald.
All right, Gerald, what are you doing, man?
Okay. So the first thing I want to do is I just want to set the case down, do a ritual detect magic on it, try to learn what school it is, detect magic on the case itself and the stone inside.
Okay. The case, well, when you cast Detect Magic, you get no magical aura from the stone or the case or anything in that area. But at the same time, you can see that the stone is very clearly levitating. So there's certainly a magical effect happening. Do you have any ideas of what this might mean?
Yeah, it means that the case is blocking the magic from resonating outside of the stone itself is highly magical and it's resonating something, right? But the case is designed to keep the magic within.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Now, tell me before we do too much investigation here, tell me what you know or what you think you know about this this thing. The
So,
Philosopher's Stone.
what do I know as Gerald, or I know as Devin?
As Gerald.
Gerald knows that there's an old, what's going on?
Keep going.
Sorry, there's like, okay. Gerald knows that there is a link. Well, Gerald knows that the Philosopher's Stone is an old item broken off the staff that holds the world together. Is that right? Like, supposedly, as the legend goes. And the stone is supposed to amplify magic to an incredible degree. Basically, you can. The story that he heard was in character was there was a fireball that was utilized once with a Philosopher's Stone on an army of kobolds, and instead of the fireball just doing its normal radius, it killed the entire army. That was a story he was told by someone, I don't remember who, but it's in my notes. And so the Philosopher's Stone amplifies that. The Crown of Domination you can put on someone's head, and you can control them. You can control them. Whoever puts the crown on someone's head, you can control them. And there may be some correlation between using the stone to amplify that power and the crown itself. That's pretty much all he knows.
Yeah. Okay. It's safe to say that this is a pretty powerful object, right?
Very powerful.
For you.
The stone, right?
The stone.
Yeah.
No, me.
Definitely not.
Do you feel comfortable trying to take it out of its case?
Is there any way to open the case and put it back in? Or is it completely sealed and that if I open it, it's going to be open?
Yeah, you get the impression the case is sealed, and if you there's no like hinges or anything. You're not even sure how it's being held together. It's like a wood frame on the corners and the edges that hold it together, but like it's very well made. Let's call it.
Okay. I want to get the mercenaries, like Théoden's mercenaries and all of them, and go to Stromheim. There's a library there, right?
There is.
And I want to read up on this in the week that we have.
Okay. So you can go with Captain Théoden and his mercs and head to Stromheim. You'll have to give up all of your weapons when you arrive.
You wouldn't take an old gnome staff, would you?
No, of course not. You can keep your walking stick, Mr. Gnome.
Oh, thank you. You're so kind.
Wait, in this world, wouldn't they know that staves are used for magical abilities? Really?
Yeah, totally.
Magic's like a rare thing. Like they wouldn't just like suspect I'm a wizard.
Okay.
Wait, where did we go? Where is he at now?
Well, no, he went to Stromheim. I don't think we all went, right?
Alone?
Yeah.
Well, he and the mercenaries.
Yeah.
One of the ballsiest places he's ever done.
So I'm at the library now, right?
Yeah, you can make your way to the Great Library in Stromheim.
So I would like to look up everything I can around this case, the Philosopher's Stone, everything, anything I can find out.
Lovely. Give me an investigation check for how good you can library. Do you know your Dewey Decimal System? Let's find out.
Not bad.
Make him explain it.
What are the 400s again? I don't remember. Biographies, maybe? Okay, you will indeed find a little bit of information about Philosopher's Stones, plural, because there are more than one, right? It's a chip off of the staff that holds the world, and there have been multiple chips over time. There are some anecdotal stories about people touching them and bursting into flame and dying, and then other people who can hold them, then it's not a problem. There are anecdotal stories about them being absorbed into things and like disappearing, but then enchanting something heavily. And then there are stories about people like affixing them directly to things. So there seems to be a lot of conflicting information, but there are definitely tales of certain death with interaction. Can you get me a second investigation check?
Yes. Come on. A 1. I want to stay a little bit longer and keep investigating.
Sure.
Yeah. Can I give you another one? Since we have a whole week, right? I mean,
He's going
technically,
to give
you
him
can check
false
everything.
information.
You've got a lot of time.
Yeah.
All of the bits that might have like interesting details are sort of missing. Like you've come across, there's one book that you're reading, and it's talking about this time that this kid picked up the Philosopher's Stone and he touched it, and his hand dissolved, and his whole arm started to dissolve, and it fell to the ground, and the earth began to shake. And then like the next 4 pages are ripped out in the middle of it, as if someone came and read something and just like phone booked it and took off. And that's a problem, like not exactly people tearing pages, but specific information or like bits of key information seem to have been like manually redacted or just missing entirely from here.
I think this is really important, and I've never done this in the campaign. I want to use inspiration, which I still have, and search the entire library for like any bit of information or like extra books I may have missed or anything.
Sure, but like, let's be realistic here. Searching an entire library is a many months, if not years-long task, right? Like, imagine going to your local public library. Now imagine a library like 5 times the size and looking through everything.
There's a decimal system.
Yeah,
So
but if you're looking for things that are missing, like maybe the book is misshelved, so Dewey Decimal System's not going to help you there. You want to pour through everything. That is a very time-consuming task.
So let's try it a different way. Let's ask a librarian, which is what I would do if I went to a public library.
Sure. I kind of already assumed that you asked for help initially.
Okay.
This information is what you found with the assistance of librarians.
Okay, so I just don't use an inspiration. I've kind of got the information that I need. I'm gonna get.
Do you have any other prompts? Any other specific things you're looking for? That's kind of like the ballpark I can give you.
Yeah. I'm sorry. The one thing I just died. The one thing that I would be looking for is attached to the stories of people losing their hands and exploding stuff. Like, what sort of people were trying to handle these, and particularly what people, if any, were mentioned that handled it and did it well.
That's what I was having you roll for, to see if you'd pick that up without having to ask for it. But now that you're asking for it, I'll give you the answers.
Good stuff.
It seems that the people who are suffering and dying tend to be like regular, normal people. Like the kid picks up the rock and he dies. But the wizard picks up the rock and he's fine. But the wizard's apprentice picks up the rock and he's like permanently blinded now.
What if somebody picks up the rock and like multiple people like hold hands with that person?
This is
not Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
There's no dance-off that will win you the battle with the big bad enemy.
You say that, but we haven't rolled it yet, so just hold those words, Koibu, okay?
That is true. I will redact them from now.
So what I'm reading is that wizards that touch the stone are okay.
The wizard apprentice was blinded.
So wizards of certain power are okay.
There seems to be some sort of,
ritual or something they do first.
There seems to be some sort of correlation with this weird notion of power and strength with the stone, and the weaker things are, the more terribly they fare.
Do I have any idea of like if there's some kind of ritual that they do to prepare themselves before, like these wizards might be able to cast a spell of a certain ability so that they can handle it, or is it just like, does it just like judge you?
But yeah, there's no talk of how it is done.
Okay. Okay. That's good.
How big is the stone? Just
the size of my
ballpark
salt shaker.
I could put that in my eye.
Okay, and lastly, is there any information about the crown that I would have found in correlation with the stone in these books?
Ooh, good question. There is a single reference to the Crown of Domination. It's sort of like a side note when you're reading through a book that talks about ancient magical items that have existed for a long time. You get this name that the Crown of Domination was created by a lady named Apala.
Okay. That's it?
But it's like you're reading about magical items, and it's talking Apala is known to have created, and there's like a list, and Crown of Domination is inserted in here. It has one of these things. It's not even like a major point.
Okay. And that would be all the information I'd find on Crowns of Domination in this library?
Yeah. You get the impression that the Crown of Domination is a fairly unique item. It's not like there's multiple lying about. It's probably a one-of-a-kind item.
Okay. Got it. I think I know what to do. So during this period of time, I'd like to do some wizard tweeting.
Nice.
I want to tweet the wizard with the giant that we have that we talked to. Hi, it's the group that brought you the giant. How's it going? Have you heard anything about Fortune? I might send another one.
Okay, and that's the sending spell?
Yeah.
You just take a quick... Range is unlimited. Lovely. Okay. And they can reply, right? Yes. Let's do this. I'm well. Fortune is blocked from scrying. I can't see in. This is most unusual.
Okay. I will send another one. I'm gonna say.
Hold on. Before we get here, where are you when you're doing this? Because if this is like your last day, spell slots might become important. Because this is a 3rd level spell, right?
It is, but we're on day 2 of the rest.
So this is like you immediately went to Stromheim, spent like a day there reading, and this is okay.
Yeah, spell slots will be fine on a long rest here. But I can only do this send 3 times basically before we run into problems. And then So I think at this point I'm actually, before I send him anything else, I'm gonna go back to the party because I want to talk to them about what we should tell him. So I'm gonna take Thaden and all the mercenaries and go back, and I want to call a meeting with the party.
Sure.
Okay.
You can...
In the meantime,
Oh boy.
I had the stone, right? It was in my backpack.
Yeah, it was when you left.
It was with Gerald, I thought. I thought we moved it to him.
We did?
Yeah, that's how I examined it.
Yeah, but I don't think Gerald took it with him to Stromheim, right?
I did not.
Okay. So it's with Midori right now, while Gerald's in Stromheim.
Okay.
Okay, go for it.
Can I want to lock myself in my room. Place the stone across me. Can I want to hit it with my dagger.
It's in a glass case, right? So you put the case
for sure.
on your
Wait.
lap.
This is when he comes back with it?
No,
I'm
they
not
did
back
it
to him.
before.
Yeah.
My party should have no idea. I'm in my room by myself.
We don't have any idea.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so you're sitting with the glass case over your lap.
Yeah, no. It's like, let's say if I'm in my own room, there's like a bed and like a bed stand by like across me, like a little table or something, like across the room. I'm putting the glass case on top of the stand, and I'm sitting on the bed looking at it intently. And then I want to take out my dagger. And I want to throw it at the glass case.
Give him a roll to hit.
Midori Barbo, give me a roll to hit.
She's not a Barbo.
She's making decisions like a Barbo.
I wouldn't do this.
You know, of all the things that I prepared, the pages of notes of various possible outcomes, this is one I had not considered. You throw the dagger at the glass case, shattering the case and striking the stone. Can we go to a break? I need to sort this out appropriately.
Okay.
Sure.
Just fucking nuke us, Koibu, and
All right.
it's over.
We'll be back. Give us 5 minutes.
It's the same way my last party died.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Gnomes, Tomes, and Catacombs. Lily, I need you to roll me a 1d20. And this is an important roll.
Did she want to roll high for the party or low?
You want to roll...
We're rolling blast
generally
radius
speaking,
in miles now.
No.
Higher is more favorable. Lower is less favorable.
Less favorable.
No. Can you roll me a 1d100, Lily?
Higher is favorable, I would guess.
Nope, she's rolling
No,
damage
no,
on
like
herself
yours.
right now.
Whoa!
Oh.
Is that
I
bad?
don't believe it.
Alrighty, Lily. There's a giant explosion. First off, let's see if you survived the
Oh.
blast.
Shit.
You can give me a
One
dexterity
is a
saving
tactical
throw.
nuke, dude.
A dex save to it for half damage, which you fail. Lovely. So you're going to take this amount of damage right off the bat. You're also destroying the room that you're in and all nearby adjoining rooms, probably killing some nearby innocent civilians when you have this very large concussive force that bursts out of here with like a 30 or 40 foot radius. I think you fall unconscious at this point,
I'm
Midori.
unconscious.
Okay,
Bobby
cool.
and I weren't there.
No, Midori was alone by herself. So immediately, everyone in town hears this like... the ground shakes, everything rocks and rolls. Gerald's not around to fix anything. What do the two other party members do?
Yeah, I mean, I would run to the source of the explosion, of course.
All
I'm just gonna chill with Bobby because I don't think I'd run towards a.
Yep, okay, I'm
Terrorist
running
attack.
towards it.
Sure. What were you doing at this
Me
point?
and
in time?
Bobby.
No, not you. Steven.
I mean, I don't know. What do warriors do in animes? Aren't they like training in the forest or out like enjoying nature or something in between fights? And I'm sure sitting and meditating next to some river, gathering my thoughts to be ready for the upcoming adventures. Reflecting. and
Lily,
reveling
I'm just going to need you to give me a bunch of death saving throws then. Because 1, 2, 1. Oh, shit. Keep going. And you're dead.
I'm
Okay,
dead.
so Midori's dead.
Okay. This shit just went wrong real quick. Oh,
So Steven, Locke, you come back to find the inn completely destroyed, charred bodies all over the place. And I guess the town's in a full-fledged panic.
It got nuked.
Yeah.
How
The
big of a
general
radius got fucked up? Was it just?
It's like 40-foot radius,
Oh,
something like
that's
that.
not that bad.
Yeah, no,
okay,
it's
so
just
I mean,
one
I
building.
would be looking for the room to see where Midori is because that would be my first concern, I think.
You find her body in one piece, but badly charred. Her blue ribbon, like half under the bed, part of it's still blue, most of it blackened and ruined.
What does the what does the stone look like? Is it floating somewhere? Is it sitting? Is it even here? Or what?
There's just a giant pile of rubble everywhere, right? So you have to like pull stuff aside to find Midori. Give me a perception check to see if you can spot the stone before anyone else, or if anyone even spots it.
At some point, I'll come up to see what the fuck happened with him, if that's all right.
So you're not the first one to find it. The first one to find it. Oh god, we need some darker music for this shit, guys. Hold on.
Is his hand gonna like implode?
Well, he's probably gonna fucking disintegrate.
Another nuke. I'll make Bobby grab it. He's a wizard.
What is this?
Put on the Game of Thrones music with like the septum. Do you know what I'm talking about, Koibu?
Wow.
Or like the septum?
It would be muted in Twitch VODs and YouTube everything. It's not worth
Way to
playing
go,
copyrighted
Mr. Mitten.
music.
But it's a good idea. Just have it in the back. I'm gonna turn it on for myself.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here we go. Here's our dark, edgy music. Kick in, buddy. Kick in. There it is. All right. So the first, you're looking through the pile of rubble. You find Midori. You find her blue head bow. And as you're maybe like trying to lift a piece of rubble off of her, there's a scream and a shout. And to your left, you see a person, an innkeeper, or the innkeeper's wife, perhaps.
Mhm.
Can you roll me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 D6, Steven?
You want me to roll a 1d6?
Yes.
Okay.
you see the innkeeper reach down. Or actually, you don't see him do anything. You hear him scream, and as you look over, he is on fire, like 100% like human torch level flame. And then he just crumples and collapses into a pile.
Okay. I stand up, I guess, still like a little bit.
About how far am I from town? Am I just out of this RP totally?
you're in the library right now, being this stone, I could do all these things.
How far is Stromheim from here?
26 miles.
Is it reasonable that people send ravens, like to communicate between cities, or?
That can be done. At this distance, you'd probably just send a rider.
Or a rider. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I would stand up. Everybody needs to back off from this area immediately. There is a magical spell that is destroying parts of this town. We need to figure out who can send a rider to Stromheim, and we need to call for the great wizard Gerald to come here immediately. Otherwise, I fear this town might be completely destroyed.
Do you want me to
The
go grab
sheriff
him?
steps up and says, "Fear not, good people! My father is the mayor of this town and a great wizard in his own right. I shall summon him, and he shall deal with this issue."
I really think that we should send a rider for Stromheim.
I'll go.
Okay, yeah, go get him. Yeah.
I jump on a horse, I steal a horse, and I take my donkey and I ride.
All right, you head off on donkey back. The sheriff heads off to go get the mayor. The rest of the people are standing back, perplexed.
I guess I'll pick up like Midori's body and like prop it up against like a wall, like she's kind of like laying with her head against it, I guess. Is she like pretty clearly dead, or does it look like there could be?
Oh,
like...
she's so dead.
Okay. Midori, why?
Is there Revivify in your world, Koibu?
No.
Okay.
No. Once you're dead, you're fucking dead. People stand back. They look to you as an implicit authority figure who's giving orders. Sheriff fucked off.
Yeah.
How long would it take me to get to Harold?
If
I'm
ride
riding full on.
as hard as you can, you could probably get there in a little less than half a day.
Okay. As soon as I get there, I'm grabbing him and
Did
back.
the sheriff like fuck off completely? Is he gone?
Oh yeah, he took off. He's gonna go get the mayor.
He took off? Okay, so then for the people standing around, instead of standing around, you guys should help the wounded. You should get food to them, take them to the nearest medical areas, call for medicine if you need
Is
to.
it safe? Are we gonna
we're
catch
safe.
fire?
We're safe now. Just don't go digging through the rubble. There is nothing here that any of you should be touching. If you do, then we're gonna end up with more dead people.
Sure. They do their best to care for the injured, the wounded, to put out any other fires that are nearby. Some priestesses come over to visit, but they keep back.
Okay.
What are you doing, Locke?
I mean, I'm just gonna be, I guess, down kneeling near Midori's body. I guess making sure people aren't digging through the rubble for now. Then, maybe I'll kind of like gather her possessions and just make sure that they're kind of like as neatly around us as possible. Can I do that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm just
You
waiting
can
here.
find all of her stuff.
Sure.
It's nearby.
Yeah, waiting here for Barbo to return. I know
Right.
approximately the location of the stone right now, correct?
Ballpark.
You know where the guy set on
Because
fire.
I saw the guy get set on fire. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Before Barbo returns, the sheriff returns with the mayor. The mayor is Joris. You've met with him earlier. He's a powerful wizard in his own right, and the two of them approach the pile and scan it. And then Joris begins to cast a spell.
I run up to Joris and I put my hand on his shoulder. Is this the guy that we spoke with earlier?
The wizard, yeah.
The wizard that we spoke with earlier, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Do I have his attention? Is he looking at me, or
He is casting a spell.
can I like shake him out of it?
You can. It's rude to shake someone out of a spell they're casting, but you can do it.
Yeah, I definitely do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
He snaps out of it and looks at you annoyed. What? What is it?
Joris, listen to me. Me and a smaller fellow a while ago came up to you, and do you remember the conversation that we had with you?
You were looking for something, right?
We were looking for something. We think we have found an object that is cursed, an object that possesses a great untold evil that could impact every single person in this town if you mess with it. I have sent
You
it.
brought it here?
Well,
Amateurs.
yeah, it wasn't supposed to come here. We made a huge mistake. We'll pay for whatever part of the city we need to fix. I've sent a rider for our wizard friend who knows exactly how to deal with this particular object. I don't want to see anybody else in the city get killed because of our recklessness, though. Can you please give us like 12 hours, if that, to bring him back to the city so that we can, figure out what's going on?
He gives you some nods and some like Okay. Clears the room, clears the area, gets everyone to back off, and then comes back to you while the sheriff is taking care of things. Just the two of you together, leans in and says, "What did you find?"
We're not entirely sure. We thought that we had a safe object that we brought from another city, but now we think that there
What
was
did you think it was, specifically?
I don't know anything about magics or arcana or wizardry. Gerald will know everything about it when he gets
You must know
here.
what you were looking for. Don't give me this. Come on.
I wish I could tell you, but I'm a warrior. I fight. I protect people, and I stab people with my halberd. I don't know anything about magical objects or any sort of stuff like that. If I knew any more about this, I would tell you. If for no other reason than...
Check.
Give me a deception check?
Yeah, you're lying to him.
At an advantage. That was so good, Koibu. He
That's a good lie. Sure. Give me a deception check at advantage. And what is his
Roll it in. Roll it in. RD. Roll 20.
Please. I just want to see it.
Oh, I'm just looking up his passive insight. Oh, fuck. Where? I don't think I have his stat block anywhere.
It's 0 then.
I'll just roll his... No, I think it's here. Wikipedia, public info.
It's time to get the helmet out, boy.
I wouldn't even know how to begin to use something like that.
I do not have a stat block for him. So we're gonna roll his wisdom. Which is 12, which gives him a passive insight of 11 if it's untrained. What are the skills that he could have trained? Actually, why don't we just use Gerald's skills to see what he would use? Gerald, are you trained in insight?
Yeah, of course, I'm a wizard.
All right, so he is trained in insight, so he will have he'll have at least a 13, yeah. So, because he's basically got Gerald's stat blocks, except he's a higher level.
Okay.
So he looks at you and goes, God damn it, what? Come on, what did you find? This isn't time to be fooling around. People are dead here.
You don't have to tell me that people are dead. I just lost a member of my party. I understand. Listen, when Gerald comes here, he can fill you in on more of it. I have an inkling of what this is, but I'm not entirely sure, and I don't want to tell you the wrong thing to set everybody off into a panic if I don't need to. You have my word that when Gerald gets here...
Your word means nothing to me right now.
Throw up your
As
noble.
far as I know, you're responsible for this mess.
And as far as I know, you'll take this object and you'll do great evil with it. I can't risk anything right now. I think we should just wait for Gerald to return to us, and then we can have a conversation with all of us at that point in time.
He takes a few steps back and doesn't do anything. He's a patient man.
Good. It's about 6 hours of patience.
My donkey, I'm slapping it. We're fucking full ass riding.
Okay. Gerald and... Okay, Mr. Mouton, you'll arrive at the gates of Stromheim, and the guards will casually be like, "Hey there, traveler! What brings you to our city?"
I need to come grab my wizard.
Excellent. Hand over your weapons and we'll let you through.
And where do I pick him up?
Right back here.
Okay. I will hand... Yeah.
You hand over all your weapons. They'll pat you down. They'll give you a pat and frisk.
I'll hand them all over in my bag. Keep it in this bag, and I'll put my name on it, and I'll say, all right, here's 50 gold or 50 silver to make sure you keep it correct and sort it out.
Perfect. All right. They return it all to you peacefully.
Thank
There's
you.
no problem.
All right, let's go, Gerald. We got shit went down.
Wait, what? What happened?
On the
Hi,
way, I'll fill him
how you
in.
doing?
But Midori's
what
dead.
What? What do you mean?
Philosopher Stone or whatever we had, I'll whisper.
What do you
blew
mean
up
she's
and
dead? How's she dead?
I need to concentrate on writing. And I'll tell him about the Philosopher Stone blowing up and like how the whole town's fucked and Locke is back there handling it. We need to get there as
Holy
quickly as
shit,
possible.
let's go. This is insane.
You guys hurry back to Copper Hill as quickly as you can. In the meantime, Locke, as you're piling together Midori's possessions, you come across a letter that is addressed, that just says, "To my party," on the outside of it. A sealed letter.
Okay. I'll just tuck it in a pocket for now.
Okay, cool. I guess that evening, Gerald and... Oh, we should just delete this. Gerald and Barbo return on an exhausted donkey.
You did good.
I mean, I'm
Who
gonna
did
head right
good?
to the end, trying to find
My
Locke.
donkey.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah,
more
I'll take him
inmates
right to
going.
Locke.
Yeah, right to the. Yeah, is Jarvis still here with us?
Joris is still there. The sheriff is still there. They've quarantined the area, set up some blockades, keeping everyone out. Joris is angrily pacing back and forth, but patiently.
I mean, what is this? What happened? Locke, what's going on?
I have no idea what's going on right now, but I think the Philosopher's Stone has somehow been broken free from its cave. Wait, I thought he was like right in front of me. I'm not like screaming this across. Do I need to roll a check for literal mental retardation?
No, you do not need to. He has plenty of spells at his disposal. He is listening into your conversation. And so when you say Philosopher's Stone, he erupts loudly.
Okay,
And
I need you to draw me exactly what the fuck. I need to know who is around us and what this looks like now. Now I need this to be very particular. I need to know if I kill this motherfucker, if other people are gonna see. Okay? So get some drawings out.
I will draw you some shit.
Yeah, draw me some shit, okay?
Yeah, make sure you
Just
include
draw me
the
some shit,
dude.
okay?
This is how it ends.
Any murder hobos in the chat? Pepe La? Locke, your parents can pay for this in, right? You got it covered?
Alright, well, I think this is correct relative to itself, but the distances aren't going to be correct if you use the measuring tool. We're looking in the lower right corner of the map.
Okay.
This that I will color with an orange on the inside is the ruined building. The other two things nearby are nearby buildings that are damaged but still intact. This is, of course, the road, right? The road that makes this access. The party is going to be over here somewhere. You guys are near... Let's bring you up to the top layer. You guys are near the rubble, but not in the rubble, probably. The people have been kept back at a distance of maybe, 40 or 50 feet. Actually, that's probably more like 100 feet. So these purple lines are the distance back that people are kept, although there are some folks in the buildings on these corners as well. And our friendly wizard... Where is he hiding? He's not that big.
Jesus
Regular
Christ.
size. He's regular size.
He looks very intimidating.
That's okay. Yeah, that's about right. Oops. He was standing near the sheriff, who does not wield a greatsword like that, but this will just be his token. The two of them were standing over here. You guys were probably more like this, so I think you're maybe 30 feet, 40 feet apart. And then the remaining citizens are another 10, 15 feet this way, 20, 30 feet that way.
Go ahead, Locke.
What do you do?
So he just shouted Philosopher's Stone at me or what?
Yeah, he shouts Philosopher's Stone.
There's only
and
two
starts
people
marching
here,
over.
him and then his assistant or whatever?
Right, these
And
purple
I'm here
lines
now.
dictate where the crowd is back, because there's still a onlooking group of people.
Okay,
And I'm
sure.
guessing there's guards here too, holding up.
Well, it's a small city, right? So
I'm
this
asking
isn't
you.
like
It's a small town. There's
Oh, yeah,
maybe
yeah.
one guard at each area. You've dealt with town guards before. They're pretty chump change.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. Okay, I ignore him. Gerald, do you think you have a way to hold on to this stone without it destroying your body?
No, I've done lots of research. It's incredibly powerful. What happened?
I have
Midoriya's
no
dead?
idea what happened. I just came here. There was an explosion.
She
Doesn't look.
accessed it somehow. She accessed it. If anybody touches the stone, this happens.
Joris comes over saying, "What the hell did you get yourselves into?
Joris,
Is there one here?"
do you think that you can pick up a stone like this?
Maybe.
Joris,
He walks into
only-
the rubble.
I follow him.
Okay.
Joris, only someone of
Hold on.
really
I put a hand on
just
Gerald's
came
shoulder.
back.
I put a hand on Gerald's shoulder. Like, let's see what he does.
Okay.
He looks in the direction of the charred body, whispers the word to a spell, and up levitates the stone out of the rubble.
Thank you for getting our stone for us.
Can we reasonably assume that everyone in the city is like watching this right now, or?
A large portion
okay.
of the population.
Jarvis,
Not
do you
everyone.
think there's some way that you can contain this in some sort of encasement or something, or some sort of container, magical? I don't know.
I'm worried about touching it with anything.
As far as I've read, we can't. If anybody,
Section of reality itself.
yes, if anyone touches it without enough power, they die.
Do you think I'm gonna give you the phase dagger or the like ethereal plane dagger? That would help.
I don't think that's
You know,
gonna
in the
help us.
ethereal plane, technically not reality. Maybe you can
Nope,
grab
definitely
it
a
then.
part of reality.
Um,
God, if we need some sort of like container that it won't touch.
What happened to the container that it was in?
Can we
What sort of
look around
container
for
was it in?
It was in a perfectly glass sealed case that it might still be around. If the glass was
He like
magical or powerful. enough.
casually
looks
gestures
around.
to
Yeah,
me,
I don't think any
like,
case is still
destroy-
here.
Yeah.
Well, no, the glass was highly magical. It could still be intact.
He kind of sort of sifts around with his foot and then pokes around with his staff a little bit and gives a shrug. I didn't detect any magic other than
It doesn't
one
have
thing.
any. It doesn't have any. The case blocked magic.
Gerald, do you
You're-
see a
you're
glass
close to the
container
ground,
here?
Look for it.
I'll look
Okay,
around really hard.
Yeah.
we look.
Okay.
Do you want me to
Give me
roll
some
a
perception
perception?
checks. Yeah. You don't spot anything.
I got 18
Actually, you
back.
have 18. Yeah, you find broken glass in the vicinity.
I'll point to it.
Yeah.
Do anything with this? Turn back time on it, or
Yeah, Doctor Strange. We need a time stone. Dormammu have come to bargain.
Well, maybe I can. He gets kind of near it and blows on the stone to try and like get it to move horizontally, but it doesn't work.
I was just away researching the stone. We don't know how to contain it.
do you think you could put it in a tiny hut and maybe that would contain? It's
I mean, I would
like
have
thing.
to use.
It might make the tiny hut ginormous.
That'd be sick.
A permanent, ginormous tiny hut? It could cause all sorts of havoc in the world. Imagine if it keeps rain out. It could destroy the entire countryside if there's never any rain here again.
You'd have a new inn.
Yeah, I mean, you're a powerful. You must we're two powerful wizards. We must be able to think through this. Like there must be something we could do.
Well,
Do you know any other powerful wizards more powerful than us? Can we send them a message? Can we?
I know
can we
one.
tweet them.
I know
Who?
one.
Actually,
fellow named
hold on.
Malachi.
I'm sorry. We're
Tweet
near
us.
like a tavern or something, right?
It's destroyed.
Is there like a place where I can run and grab like a glass of water and see if the stone can float in water without destroying everything?
You could grab a bucket from a nearby well.
Okay, yeah. I want to grab a bucket from a well and see if we can place the stone inside like the bucket of water.
He holds up a hand and hesitates and looks at you guys and goes, "Hold on, before we do this, think if you could amplify water significantly by touching it, what would that do?"
We need to talk to the Malachi guy.
We need to tweet the wizard.
Okay, then send. Yeah, then communicate with the wizard,
Tweet
Gerald.
the wizard. Joris, I don't know him. I can only do for people familiar. Joris has to tweet him.
Tweet him.
Okay. I have a method of contacting him. Hold on. He looks around uncomfortably at everything. Fine.
Jorvis, be intelligent. Maybe it wouldn't be wise to tell him what exactly it is we have here.
No shit. I'm just concerned about leaving this spot to do my magic.
It's fine. I've got it.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Everything's under control. Let's go.
Let me take a look through the theoretical spell list here.
Just let him teleport in. We need help.
We need.
We need assistance, dude.
Can I cast Seti to contact the god of magic?
There is no god of magic.
If you're trying to contact a god, you just get to me.
Where's a sending spell in second edition? Here we go. Unlimited range, familiar, appearance, name, or known. Okay.
Can I go to walk also and whisper something?
Yeah, what's up?
We still have the crown. We could put the crown in the stone like it was intended.
I don't even know if that's how these two objects go together. What if we just make a giant crown that crushes all
Maybe
of
it's
us?
better than telling some wizard we
That's
don't
what the
know.
legend says. Like if we're gonna control, like we could. This is what the legend says.
We have
don't
no
know this
idea what it's
wizard.
going
He
to
might
do.
He might yoink our crown and our stone.
Like I think what happens is we control everyone. We just become gods.
Throw it in.
No, let's wait for him to communicate with the other guy and see what he says.
Well, wait. We can do the crown later. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
keep
we
it in
can.
mind.
Yeah, we'll mess with
Yeah.
that later. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He looks back to you guys and says he'll be here in a day or so.
What do we do with the stone in the meantime?
Is Malachi actually gonna come on the show?
I don't know. He lives in a bad time zone for this. He's in the UK, so I don't know if we can get him to make an appearance. Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, what do we do in the meantime?
Yeah. I
Well,
mean, I guess we have an
What do
hour.
you guys want to do about this?
Okay,
Joris.
Joris must have some place. So if we set the stone on the ground, is it going to explode all the dirt, or what would happen?
It could create an earthquake.
I mean, it was sitting in the rubble
mountain.
right now without anything bad happening to it. No.
That's true. That's true. But we moved it. Look, we're talking about untold magics here. I've never laid my hands on this. This is well beyond my capacity. It's well beyond your capacity. It's beyond everyone's capacity, right? So we're in a pickle. We can either leave it suspended. Actually, my spell will wear off eventually. He looks to the gnome. Can you levitate?
Bobby.
I can. Yes. I mean, for as long as you can. I assume we work the same way.
Ah, shit.
What, the note?
Why
Does
were
the
you
note
getting-
say
okay,
something?
It's time for honesty here. Why were you searching for a philosopher's stone?
Locke, just tell him. Tell him.
Okay.
At this point, we're fucked.
It's
Like,
honesty time.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yes.
The king sent us.
Which king?
King of Eredorn.
Okay. I thought we talked about honesty here. There's
We have a helmet?
queen
Okay,
of
I will-
Eredon, and she did not send you.
Okay, I will tell you.
Next
We have-
lie, I'm going to banish you from this town, and I mean banish as per the wizard spell.
We have.
Joris,
a
can we
helmet of
move to a quieter?
domination.
Can we move to a quieter area and secure the stone, and then we can have a conversation about
I
this?
don't know how to secure the stone.
Then you need to figure that
We
out
gotta
before
get
we have
everybody
any
outta
extent. Yeah, we need to like clean this up
We
and
need
get
the
everybody out of here.
conversation to
Joris,
secure it.
We
We
don't
have
need a
helmet of
conversation
domination,
here.
and I
Nothing we're
think
going to tell you is help us
domination
secure the
can
stone.
hold the Philosopher's Stone.
You think your helm of domination can hold the philosopher's stone?
That's the only. That's the full truth.
Holy shit! The fuck have we got? I tried to be mayor of this town to protect it from people like you, and
Joris,
all right,
we're trying to stop this from falling into the hands of someone much more evil. I know it doesn't seem like that because we just blew up a fucking tavern, but like there's a guy that's way worse than this that we're trying to stop it from.
You're muted again.
I don't disbelieve you. I've been in the same position myself. All right.
Okay, yeah, we're trying to do the best good we can with what we have. But
I take out the
understanding that-
crown from my backpack and I throw it at the stone.
Give me a roll to hit.
You don't. You just throw it.
Give me a roll to hit. Oh, 11. A 9 is a miss. It swirls just over the
I will-
stone.
No,
Quite-
wait. I want to roll a 1d8. I want to use a battle die, one of my superiority die for precision. It's an 11. Is that enough to hit?
That's enough to hit. Yes, you hit the stone with the crown. We'll see you guys all next week for some gnomes, tomes, and catacombs.
Wait, no, we have-
We're ending it
We
here.
have an hour.
Don't we
I
have
wanna
an
see
No,
hour?
what
we're ending
happens.
it here.
Wait,
This is it. We'll see you guys next
Wait,
week.
we can't even read Midoriya's letter to us?
we need to know what the letter
we
says.
read
Did
the letter?
Koibu, the letter. If we don't know what happened with Lily, the community is gonna go nuts. Like I don't want to deal with this for a
That's
week. I
good.
can't stream for a
Let
week
her
if we
deal
don't-
with it. I'm happy. Let
Is it
everyone
gonna-
suffer.
Is it honestly going to cause problems in your life, Devin?
Yes, it'll cause.
Well, no, it
problems.
should be up to
will,
Lily.
yeah,
It
I'm
should be
gonna
up to
get
Lily.
So many.
Because it's her
Up to
letter.
me?
It should be up to her. Yeah, whether or not we read it now or if you want to wait a week to do it.
It's your stream, Steven.
I'd like to read it. Let's have
Well,
a
I
vote.
like the idea of a week-long cliffhanger. That sounds like some good memes
All
to
right,
me.
Alexia and me. What do you vote? I vote we read it right now.
I vote.
I have to. I've got to get something. I got to know something.
Read it.
Like, well,
I think there
All right,
needs to be. The thing is that I don't think the moment is right now to read it. We haven't gotten to mourn Midori's
We already
death.
have the-
I
we're
haven't
about
gotten
to
to tell
die
the
and never
party
get to
that
read
Midori
it.
left a note. I'm still holding on to it. I don't know if I want to read it on my own first, or if I want to open it and have all of us read it together. Like,
We're
there's
never gonna
this.
get to read this note. You just blew us up again.
There's also
Maybe in
a
the
massive-
prologue or whatever, the epilogue.
There's already a massive like cliffhanger with this crown domination shit.
As
Yeah,
the leader
now
of
we
the
got the
party
dual
now,
cliffhanger
I'd like
going
you
on.
to
All
read
right,
it.
all right. I'm just gonna read the letter because the conversation about the letter is really like ruining the cliffhanger here. Okay, so we're just gonna read the fucking letter.
Okay.
Thank you.
Midori, please read it to us in your farewell voice.
Okay. To my party. I don't know what I'm expecting by writing this letter. These past few months have been one of the more enjoyable periods in my life. However, I can't do this. I give up. I can't sacrifice any of you. I tried and failed again, and this is probably what I deserve. I'd rather be the one to die than give up any of your lives. What does it say about me that I would have willingly ended your lives for the sake of my own selfish goals? I hope your journey takes you somewhere you want, because mine ends here. Thank you for everything, Midori.
Wow.
See you guys next week for some gnomes, tomes, and catacombs.
You gonna make us wait a week to die?